Okay.
Greetings, fellow outcasts, as Freak Show would say. Happy Halloween to everyone. Kuro the Artist here, and I'm streaming to you live with my co-ghost, one of my best friends and frequent collaborators, Mr. O.R. Ash.
Beware!
Beware.
Hello.
How you doing today, Mr. Ash?
I'm surviving. How are you?
I'm doing my best. So yeah, happy Halloween and welcome to the Phantom Fancast. We hope you enjoy the show and thank you for spending time with us today. Unless you're watching this back after it airs, in which these costumes probably look very silly. So we wanted to create an event that can give some appreciation to the Danny Phantom fans and all of its fan base. If you're a regular viewer of ours, you'll know that we're very passionate about different animated shows, most likely Ben 10, especially with our crossover webcomic series 5 years later, which does have a new chapter dropping later on today, more on that later. But a big part of that crossover is Danny Phantom, so this Halloween, it's time to go ghost again. So you excited?
Oh, most definitely. I'm really excited to see everything,
me too.
or for everyone to see everything that we've been working on this whole month, especially.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a chapter, and we're going to have one hell of a stream. So I just want to quickly run through what to expect from this broadcast. We got a handful of fun activities planned. We're going to kick things off with a live interview with Steven Silver, who worked as a character designer for the series. Then Ash and I are going to compete in a trivia contest, where the loser has to partake in some Ghost Pepper shenanigans. We'll break down the rules when we get to that segment. Then we're going to calm things down with some doodles and casual conversation. After that, we're going to reveal some cast members for our motion comic adaptation of 5 years later, which is coming maybe sooner than you would think. And then we're going to finish things off with the winners of the Phanart contest, in which 3 people will be chosen to win either the Danny Phantom series on a full DVD box set right here, or we'll just buy it for you on Amazon if you don't have a DVD set, DVD player, my bad. You can also win a Box Ghost Bustin' t-shirt, which is available right now in our merchandise section of our website, or you'll get a free commission. But without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to and as always, please let us know if the audio is okay, if one of us is either too loud or too quiet, or if the music is too loud or too quiet. But yeah, let's bring in Steven Silver. Alrighty, how's it going?
All right, hey, how you doing, Rob? Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh, it's so great to have you here.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So first on the line is our guest of honor, so to speak, Steven Silver. As we said earlier, he was a character designer for the series, as well as a few notable others like Clerks, Kim Possible, and the new Johnny Test reboot. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got an art academy, which we're going to talk a little bit about later. And we've got a handful of questions that we hope will prompt some interesting discussion. So I just want to say thank you a ton, Steven, for coming on our broadcast. Happy Halloween. Hope you're doing great.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. It's going to be fun.
Wonderful. So let's just get started with some background. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your life growing up, your journey of becoming an artist, and what eventually led you to where you are today?
Yeah, so if any guys out there think I talk funny, I do. I'm originally from England. That's where I was born, and I moved to America when I was 10 years old, and just always drawing my whole life. The craziest thing that ever happened to me, for me getting started drawing, I found an artist sketchbook in my backyard when I was 6 years old, and I went downstairs, discovered that, and that's when I just started drawing from that point on. And, my whole career really just, I grew up just watching a lot of Hanna-Barbera, all those sort of shows. And that's where my cartoon vocabulary was, and just was drawn from my high school newspaper. When I moved to America, thought, I want to be an artist someday. Knew nothing about it, but was always curious about it. And eventually I got hired doing caricatures in theme parks in San Diego. So that was my background, was doing caricatures. And caricature and character design, to me are really just the same thing. So if you can do that, that's what you're doing. Like with Danny Phantom, it's kind of like with all these shows, animated shows, whenever I'm designing, it's just really thinking of caricatures of people and personalities. And then from there, I left doing caricatures. I got hired into animation at Warner Brothers in 1997 on a show called Hysteria, which was all about historical characters. And from there, just moved to the next studio. You know, when you're in animation, you're bouncing around. You're going from one studio to the next. And then I got hired over at Disney to design the Clerks, the animated series, which eventually led to me designing Kim Possible, which eventually led me to coming on and designing on Danny Phantom. So it's this continuous journey of just drawing all the time, just always wanting to learn, to get better. I think one of the most important things that I learned trying to become an artist in this industry was to not only just draw from your imagination, but just to draw from real life as much as possible. That was huge. And then that's even doing life drawing. I never went to art school. I couldn't afford it, didn't really want to go, didn't know much about it, and felt like the real world was just getting out there and just drawing all the time. And that was really my schooling, because people say, did you have to go to school for this? And the reality is, any of you guys out there, you know, you don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to 4-year school. You don't have to get yourselves in debt. You just have to draw all the time. You got to love it. And then find out what it is that you love to draw, right? And then that's what will eventually lead into the industry, if that's where your aim is.
That's really great. Yeah, it's always good to hear, you know, everybody's journey coming into, you know, the entertainment industry, I guess, you know, and it's good. It's great to hear too that like your method was a little unorthodox, but you still found your way, not going through school or anything. A lot of people are discouraged trying to, you know, and enter in that type of field because they feel like there's just this one golden road to lead you there, and there's just a whole variety of paths. But yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, asking lots of questions along the way, you know, that's one of the major things. It's just showing up to things, meeting people as much as you can. I think that's all part of it, because it just becomes one thing leads to another. You know, you're never just going to get that golden prize. You can't just, woohoo, I want to be a character designer, and boom, you become a character designer. I mean, there's absolutely those opportunities and those chances and things that happen. But first and foremost, just work on that craft, just work on that portfolio. And most importantly, if you want to be a character designer in the industry, get versatile, you know, because you don't just walk into a show where you wouldn't just put together a portfolio, let's say, of like a Danny Phantom style, and hope to get hired on a show. They're going to look at it and say, well, that's one style, that's one look. But what they want to see is that variety. And that's really what got me the job, even on the show, talking of Danny Phantom, was having that portfolio that was versatile, that Butch Hartman, the creator, saw my stuff and goes, this guy does a lot of interesting stuff. You know, let me test this guy. So all the studios are going to test you. That they want to see, they look at your portfolio. And then if they love what they see and they go, well, this person has potential, then they're going to give you a test. And then if they like you, that's what's going to get you the job. The cool thing that happened with Nickelodeon and Danny Phantom was that was the first show that I ever did that they paid me for my test. Usually that's kind of like unheard of, and we're trying to make that happen in the animation industry now, but I thought that was kind of cool. So they just paid me to do that test, and gives you a little bit of incentive, you know. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna do a really good job now.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So continuing off of that thought, like once you were finally locked into the Danny Phantom series, and then you started like putting together the whole layout for the art style, can you tell us a little bit about what it's really like trying to find some type of solid basis for how you draw the characters, making it like understandable for all the artists and animators to replicate it, because a ton of different people all have to draw the same thing and make it look like it was all drawn by one person technically. So what's it like having the responsibility of being the person who decides what the whole show is going to look like?
Yeah, I think designing is coming on in a show from the get-go is the funnest thing, because you get to, like you said, you get to come up with a design style, and that's where my job, comes in as a designer. And working on the show, there were two other designers. Okay, so when I was the first one hired on the show. Butch Hartman, right, creates the show. It's got this idea, this character, bam, and you go in that. The next phase is, okay, I got this idea. This is the show concept, but now what do these characters look like? What can we do with these? So I came on the show. I was hired. I was probably there for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. It almost felt like 2 months of just doing so many concepts, so many designs, just getting the script. You base everything off the script. Who are these characters? Get to know them, coming up with all these shapes and trying to, again, think about the idea of simplifying everything. And that's where, I was coming in from, it's just coming in, just thinking about how can we simplify this. And then in the beginning, the next designer that came in was a great designer by the name of Shannon Tyndall. And he came in, we're both sitting in the room together, we're drawing, designing, and showing Butch stuff back and forth. And Butch will go, yeah, I kind of, like this idea. I like that idea. Let's go with this. And then, you get sort of nudged into certain areas where sometimes you're just taking it way out, like, what if it looks like this? And then, no, that's too far. Let's kind of bring it back this way. But that's what you're trying to do. You're designing. You're a character designer, and you always got to remember that. So try to put that spin onto design, so those design choices become simple things. Like in the beginning, Butch was drawing the characters with just 4 fingers, and I was just like, my designs were like, nah, Butch, I don't think this is the right way. I don't think these characters should have 4 fingers. I think they should have 5 fingers. When you're doing more of these human-based characters and we're doing action, I think they need 5 fingers, so you're making those design choices. Let's get this more straight against curve. Let's design this shape, this outfit, this costume. Even with Sam, when I was designing Sam, my initial thought was, God, it'd be so cool if a little ponytail. I don't even remember what color it is now. I think is it? I don't even.
I think the ponytail is the same color as her hair, but like the little thing that holds it is purple. Yeah, the scrunchie, it's purple, right?
That's right. That's right. What I wanted to do was every episode was always just changing the hair color, right? So that was always, you're throwing ideas like that. Well, one day it's purple, next episode you see it's green, then it's pink, and having fun with that. So you throw in those sort of ideas. And also I'm thinking simplicity. And then the funniest thing was when I was designing just Danny Phantom, just regular Dan Fenton, and you're designing him and Sam, and I'm just, just even the costume. And it's funny seeing people cosplay it now, because when I'm just designing it, I'm just drawing a circle, that little oval. I just want to simplify. I don't want to make it complicated. I don't want to create some big, thing or anything on the chest. And let me just do a circle and, make it red. And the same thing with Sam, with the little purple on the black, and just making quick design choices and always being conscious of that other people have to draw it. There's a lot of things that have to happen there. And then what happened was, I just wanted to get back, because I digressed a bit from the beginning development. When we were doing the development, Shannon eventually left the show very early on, and then I was back just designing again, doing the shows, waiting for another designer, and they brought on a great designer named Ben Balistreri, and that's when the two of us for the next 4 years was just sitting there, just getting cool scripts, just designing. And I think that's the funnest thing about development, is when you get those scripts and you see a brand new, like, who is Skulker? What is this guy all about? Who is that? Okay, then let me just start playing with it. Then again, back and forth. Hey, Butch, what do you think about show him a bunch of designs? Yeah, that one's cool. That one's cool, and then you go back and then you refine it. And then it'll get sent off to the cleanup department, where, which isn't always the case. A lot of times you got to do your own cleanup. And that's something, if you're wanting to get into this industry, and as a character designer, I would encourage you to learn how to do your own cleanup as well. I think that's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So one thing with the Danny Phantom style, I feel like when I'm trying to describe it, it's like, I don't know. Part of me feels like it's very angular and straight, but at the same time, there's so many characters with just like their whole silhouette is just a big curved outline. Like there's lots of either strong angles or strong curves. So what would you say are some of like the definitive design elements that makes a Danny Phantom character a Danny Phantom character? Like when you were pointing out the fingers, that is one thing I've noticed between the Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. Is they are similar styles, but they do have different little quirks and whatnot. So what would you say really makes Danny Phantom look like Danny Phantom?
It was really the angles, going with of course you got the bold outline, of course, and then you do like the thinner interior line, but it was all the angles is what really makes it up. And then of course you're playing around with just a lot more human proportion, to the extent the heads were still a little bigger. Some characters depends you match, but it was definitely the angles. And if you miss the angles, if you don't have the sharp elbow curves, so to speak, and just really graphic like that and that strong silhouette, then I think that you're missing the mark on the Danny Phantom universe of characters. So when you're creating that lineup, you start, it's a language, right? So any show you look at, if you're looking at something like SpongeBob, or you're looking at, something like Danny Phantom, or you're looking at any of these shows that are out there, there's a language that needs to be created. And you start in design, you got to start thinking about unifying that language. So what are things that we're going to keep similar, that are always gonna be in the show style? So maybe all the characters, they might have more rounded ears, maybe say like on Clerks, when I was doing Clerks, I made everyone had more of a triangular ear. What's that shape that's on the inside of the character's ear is like, on Danny is like a little 6, sort of shape in there, and that's consistent with every single character. So you're making sure that you got to keep those things true to the show style. And that's, if I see people who say are drawing the characters and it doesn't feel like the Danny Phantom universe, it's usually because there's too many wobbly lines, so to speak, in it. It's not sharp enough.
Makes sense. I had a question actually.
Yeah.
With all the designs bouncing back and forth and everything in the very beginning of the show, do you remember like who the first character was that you actually like finished the design for and made like solid first?
I'm kind of, I'm thinking it might have been Sam. We were like just doing a lot. I remember I just had so many development sheets and so many early sketches and drawings, but I think that she was maybe like the first one that they were kind of happening simultaneously, right? Because the first thing was to get the family kind of created, and with Jazz, I think it was like Jazz and Sam were really coming along. Danny was really just kind of there. There were just like tweaks in the beginning. I was going just a little bit more organic. I just recently come off Kim Possible, designing Kim Possible, and so there was a lot of that, a little bit of the Kim Possible influence in it, and we were still just pulling and playing around with that. But I think it might have been Sam was the first one. I will say, like, I don't know if we'll get to that question or not, but I just even think, I was just looking at the logo that I have here. Just, things like when we designed Danny, there was no logo initially. It's almost like Butch was very heavily influenced in comics, right? So his, the big comics fan. So I remember just the costume where initially with Danny Phantom, it was like Fantastic Four, right? It's like Fantastic Four's outfit. That's like the costume. So it was just there, and it was just like basic, and it was simple, and that's what it just became: the white gloves, the white boots, and the white neck. And then eventually people in marketing were coming. I don't know what we must have been in first season. And they said, we need, we want to do licensing and marketing. Danny Phantom needs a logo on his chest. We need something. And then that, sort of comes down to us. Hey guys, I need you to come up with a Danny Phantom logo. So we're just drawing away. And that's when I came up with this one, here, and just sort of like thinking like Ghostbusters. That's, that was almost just, I mean, not Ghostbusters, Pac-Man. It was kind of like almost like the Pac-Man was in my mind sort of thing. And, but those choices come later. So the style was always kind of evolving, right? Things were changing. We're creating the model pack for the show, and there'll be slight changes here and there. But I think it might have been Sam and Jazz were maybe the first ones in the can, so to speak.
I just want to say I'm also really big into Kim Possible, so it's fantastic that a little bit of flavor made its way into Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say as well, with the whole logo that you designed, one honestly amazing and super clever logo. It took me so long to realize that there was the P inside of the D.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. That was the whole point. You know, it's kind of like when you think about FedEx. You know, if you've ever seen the FedEx logo, there's an arrow in there. You know, if you look at 31 flavors, there's 31 in their logo, which you don't know in their logo. You don't see the 31, but it's in there, and it's almost like that little bit of a hidden thing where you just got the P in there.
Just that little bit of cleverness. I like that a lot. So with designing the characters wise, did you ever have a favorite character that you worked on?
You know, I think one of the favorites that I had the most fun on, again, it was early on. Eventually got to the point where there were so many characters and the production was going so quickly that you just had to crank them out. But in the early stages, there was just a lot more fun in the beginning. Like Skulker was really, I had a lot of fun with him. I just remember looking at so much development that I had. Vlad Plasmius was kind of, you know, really cool. I just remember, and I'm saying these just because I remember I had so many development sheets of those when I came across them later on in the years, going, oh my God, I can't believe how many drawings I did, just trying to find the character through that. But I think it was always challenging. You know, every time, again, you'd read that script and you'd hear this new character from this universe. And me and Ben would always just, when we get the scripts, decide, okay, who's going to design which characters. And you don't know which characters become the characters. Like I remember we're designing like Box Ghost. And, you know, but that character became, you know, like a favorite for a lot of people.
Oh, like, for sure. One of mine.
Cool character, almost like this, like real simple, quick character, and he becomes like the one that people love, the Box Ghost, and it's kind of fun, you know. And I'm so amazed, you know, how it's still, to be honest with you, that it's still going as strong. And when I just flow through my Instagram feed and see so much cosplay of all these characters, and when I go to conventions and see it, and just even recently now I just got this shirt. Like they never used to make merchandise for Danny Phantom. There's very little there, you know, in the very beginning, and now all of a sudden, all these years later, 17 years I think it's been, now I go into a store and there's like, well, merchandise is like shot glasses and cups and mugs and t-shirts, and I'm just like, wow, what is going on here? It's wild.
Yeah, I'm still surprised they never sold a Fenton thermos. I feel like that's a no-brainer. Like I have a thermos right now. Like this could be a Fenton thermos if they put it together.
I know. Might be coming soon. Who knows?
Yeah,
you know?
That'd be great.
I mean, they're making all this stuff now. We don't have any involvement in it anymore. I don't even know that Butch has involvement in it anymore. I think they just make the stuff, and you know, that they own it. You know, Nickelodeon owns everything. So
yeah, and yeah, Danny. In fact, they just released a big Nickelodeon crossover video game, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl, and Danny was one of the main marketing points to it. He was one of the first characters revealed, and like he's my favorite to play as. I got the game, and yeah.
No way. What's the name of it?
It's called Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a big fighting game. They got SpongeBob in there. They got some of the newer ones like the Loud House, Wild Thornberries, Cat Dogs in there, and Danny Phantom's in there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why they you know, again, it's what people always say sometimes, like why, you know, why don't they bring it back? And it seems like a no-brainer why they wouldn't, to have a show after all these years and still have this much popularity, why you wouldn't bring it back in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I
100% agree. Like because Nickelodeon's even done revivals for shows that not nobody cared about. Like that's a bit harsh, but like it doesn't have the consistent reputation online, and it's like, well, I mean, you know, people are always talking about Danny Phantom, like everywhere I go. But to reroute back to a question I had, because I've been thinking about what you said about the ponytail color idea. Was there any designs or even entire characters that you wanted to put into the show that didn't make the cut?
No, there would be designs that I would say based, not, again, as a character designer, you're not creating the the storyline of the character. That's already created in the script. You're getting the script, and all of a sudden you're reading and learn who this character is. You get the description, and now you're the wrist that's creating the visual look. So, but I would say there were probably definitely designs that I had done, that we had done, that I would say I wish that design got chosen over the one that I presented. And I'd do some things too, where if I was really favoring a design, then doing a bunch of them, then I would just do a color comp or do something, make it a little bit prettier when I put it in front of Butch, just so that his eye would go to that one to try to pick the one that I really wanted, because sometimes he would pick a character that I was just like, really, again, don't ask me which ones those were, but there were ones that were just like, I felt, maybe this design was stronger, or this would have been cooler, to do.
Yeah. Well, aside from character design, were you responsible for any other areas of the look of Danny Phantom? Like, because there's always, you hear a lot about character design, but there's always prop development, backgrounds, even some, like right here, like the key art that they put on different merchandise and stuff.
Yeah. So those are all different roles that people are going to be given from, like you mentioned, you got the prop designer, you got the background layout artist, you got the color stylist, you got the cleanup artist. So our job was just to design, come up with the roughs, design the concepts, and then from there it goes off to the other department, went to the cleanup department, and then went to the color department. But so oftentimes too, I would do color comps, just to, if I felt that this color made sense for this character, just to tie things in. And sometimes they would use that color palette, and sometimes they wouldn't. They'd go with a whole different color palette that was suggested, and maybe it was times because of the scene that the characters were going to appear in. So maybe these characters were in a red world a lot of the time, and that's where you saw the backgrounds and everything were red. You're not going to put red onto the character, because then it's going to clash. You're going to lose that visual. But yeah, I think early on, I can't remember the guy's name. There was there was this one background layout artist who designed the background style, and he eventually left the show very early on, and that went to different people. And people would sort of like come and go on the production. I left the production, I think it might have been third season, I'm not sure which season it was, to go work at Sony Feature Animation on a show called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and I did that for about a year, and then I came back onto Danny Phantom at that time. So yeah, there's a lot of, you're kind of not wearing too many hats unless you decide that you really want to do a bunch of things, but it's not very common.
Yeah, one thing I noticed in the show, when you were talking about characters not clashing with the background, sometimes during like the action scenes or the ghost sequence in the show, the background's entire color palette would change. I forgot which episode it was, but I just remember this one sequence where there was a shot of like an interior. It was either like the Nasty Burger or a kitchen or something with a table, and it was just whites and blues. Then Danny and the ghost he's fighting crashes through the ceiling, and then the background switches to deep purples and whatnot. And it's the same area. I was just always fascinated by that stuff. Danny Phantom was a very colorful show.
Yes, yeah. A lot of bright, greens, purples, all that stuff. That was a big color thing there. Yeah.
Ryan, you want to take the next question?
Yeah. So a lot of people, when working on stuff, designing for stuff in general, kind of like to hide Easter eggs or like design things to be slightly kind of like a homage to something else. Do you remember doing anything like that for Danny Phantom?
Every show that I worked on, there was always just something. There was usually characters that I added, mainly incidentals that were maybe caricatures of people that I knew that were in there. And that's where that would maybe come in. I can't recall anything huge that I did. There was just on Kim Possible, I remember the big one that I did was in the beginning when you're in the sequence of the opening sequence, and Kim's at her locker, and inside her locker is a picture of Draken holding, a prison. He's like standing in like he's been a criminal and is holding the numbers. Those numbers, that's my birthday. So I just, so I put that in there, snuck that in there, and would throw people. But yeah, I can't remember any specific thing other than just throwing in friends as like incident, that random incidental character that showed up for this show and just, oh, I'm just going to do this person that I know and make it look like them. But yeah, that's all I can remember. Again, been so many years.
The only one I can really think of is I'm pretty sure the Reality Gauntlet was a homage to the Infinity Gauntlet. Was that on purpose? If you were around for that part of the show?
Probably, like Ben, I think. Which character was that?
What was it? Freak Show.
Freak
Yeah,
Show.
Freak Show.
It was the reality trip 2-part special. And that was ironically that was before all of the MCU stuff. So like you can just get away with doing something like that, no one would think it. Now you look back and it's like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely the Infinity Gauntlet."
Yeah, probably like Ben was such a huge comics fan too, and I'm sure, it comes in. That's what happens too when you're just designing. It's really you're pulling in from all different sources, right? You're just like trying to find just, again, this new language, these ideas, and you're not trying to necessarily mimic anything specifically. You're going, God, that was really cool, or I grew up with that and I like that. And like I said, that's where I just remember Butch saying, just, mentioning Fantastic Four, in the beginning, when you think about Danny's outfit, right, of what he's wearing, it's black, it's not blue, and it's sort of, but it's like you're pulling those little things and ideas wherever you can, and to maybe people will recognize that or come through and go, oh yeah, man, it kind of reminds me of that. That's kind of cool, little nod to it. Yeah.
That is really cool. Just that like little inspiration. To be honest, before you said it, the Fantastic Four Danny Phantom design, like that never clicked in my brain. And like thinking about it now, yeah, no, that's it. That like sleek suit, it works so well.
Yeah, exactly. Just, and again, it's part of designing, just keeping things simple and graphic and easy enough back to everyone able to draw the character. Because after you design the characters, then you're breaking them down, saying, okay, Danny is this many heads tall. This is how you approach drawing the hands. So you're putting together what's called a model pack, just to show all the do's and the don'ts. That way everyone can follow it consistently, and they know, okay, the ear shape is this, and the mouth shapes go like this, and the fingers do this, and when you do a certain pose like this, it needs to look like that. So that's something that a character designer's job that's what's involved.
Now, does every single character get a whole model sheet to themselves?
No. Good question. So in the beginning, the main cast of characters are going to get that main lineup, get all that real treatment. And then you'll usually do a full turnaround on them, maybe about 4 to 5 pose turn. And then any incidental characters that come, you might just do their front 3/4 view and their back 3/4 view, and that might be it. Because now they all pretty much got the same sort of hands, right? Maybe they're smaller or bigger or something like that. But once you got that main model pack and you've learned a little bit about the language of what you can do, like don't draw a little wobbly line for the clothes. Don't put any wrinkles in the clothes, keep things very smooth, and those sort of guidelines carry out throughout all the shows. But again, you're working at a fast pace. So every episode we would work on, I mean, there would be anywhere sometimes from 50 to 150 designs we had to do. And that's doing costume changes. You got to do, okay, I got to do a turn of this character. I got to do a mouth chart of this character. And you're always being inundated with just a lot of different tasks at hand. And then you might be working on one show, and then all of a sudden the production coordinators come in. They've already shipped off a previous show, and they're just like, hey, we need a back view of this character. We need to see what this guy's mouth, his tongue looks like when he opens his mouth and his teeth, because he was screaming, and that, they need that overseas. So then you're doing all these extra little things. Because sometimes people think that as a character designer, that's all you're doing is just coming up with new designs all day long. And you're not. That sort of just happens in the very beginning. Again, you get your script, and then there's a bunch of incidental characters or the crowd scenes you have to do. And that was horrible. I hated doing that. There was way too many crowd scenes in Danny Phantom, and then too much stuff. It took a lot of time.
Yeah, there are so many like different background characters, and a lot of them seem to be recurring too. Like there seems to be like a set like 40 or so characters you're always seeing in Casper High, so it's nice to have that type of consistency. Like so, yeah.
What you're doing, so that's you're creating the world. So now what we wanted to do was create, what do all the school kids look like? Let's create a bunch of girls, let's create a bunch of guys. Okay, what about the townspeople? Adult number, let's create all these different adults, the people that are going to show up in the shops and the this and the that, whatever they may be. So then you have all these characters, right? So let's just say there's 100 of them. And then the storyboard artists now get those packs. So now they know what characters to draw. Because sometimes all they would draw is just a circle for a head. There's a bunch of kids in the hallway of the school. And they're just drawing, just filling up the space. And they just got a bunch of circle heads and everything. So it'd even be the character designer's job. Our job to now, we get the storyboards back. And now we're labeling who we think all those characters should be. Okay, kid number 1, adult number 10, and you're starting to mark all those in there. But it was very important to build up that world so we could have the reoccurring characters. So you're not reinventing the wheel or designing brand new characters every single time.
Okay. I have a question on that though. With some of the reoccurring ones, did any of them actually ever get named, or were they just like kid 1, adult 2 and stuff like that?
Yeah, they were pretty much always that. It was always just like adult number 2, adult. There was never, only if maybe there may have been if they were really showed up a lot more, but yeah, usually those became speaking role. Any character that had a speaking role would get a name. But if they were just background characters walking in scene, just standing there doing nothing, it was just, A number 5, K number 3, and you do those. But yeah.
So when working on Danny Phantom, obviously like it's a whole job. It's like a ton of work, and but you were there for at least a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I was there for a couple. Yeah, I was there longer than I was in high school. I was there probably for about 5 years.
Oh wow! So yes. you must have some fun stories or memories just from your own personal experience working on the show. Do you want to share a few of them? If you have any.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, I got to say, at the time, just working at Nickelodeon, it was a real special place. I came out of working at Disney. And Disney, we were working not in the main hat building that's where the feature artists are. And they had a really cool, Disney feature has a really cool building, but where the television animation artists were, we were in a building called the Frank G. Wells building. And it was just kind of like a corporate building. All the floors, you go in floor level 1, level 2, just a bunch of gray cubicles. Very uninspiring, to be honest with you. And at Nickelodeon, it looked like your office, it looked like your studio where you are right there. It was just colorful. It was bright. There was really cool architecture to the people's cubicles. So that was fun. And I think it was a different time. We weren't all using necessarily the computers at that time. It was before the Cintiqs and using Wacom, and everyone was hand drawing stuff, and we were all young, we were all just in our, late 20s, early 30s. I think I was around 31 years old when I started working there at Nickelodeon. And it was just a young team of people, and we were trying to figure it out. And there were a lot of little parties that would happen. It was great. I was in an office pretty much from the day one, was given an office, which was kind of really cool. And then sharing that with my character design partner. And we would fill up the studio with much like my studio, with just artwork everywhere, all our development, all our designs. And we were like the hit really of the tours. They would always bring the tours when they gave tours to the kids and students, and anything would always come by our office, because our office was always just so fun. And we had video games in there. We had a little mini fridge, but we were done with our work. We were playing video games all the time. And it was just, again, it was a real special, unique time in the industry and at the studio. And that's what I think things are a lot different now, and things are just very, let's go, quicker, faster, cheaper. Let's get this done. Let's get this going. And I feel like I had a lot more time for development back then, where oftentimes shows now there's not that much time for the development. They just kind of want to get these things right the first try. And it's tough, because it takes time. But those are just some of the fun memories. Going to lunches with your friends, and those were a lot of fun. But those are the things that going to the storyboard meetings were always fun. So every time there was a new script, basically we would all go into the room and there'd be the pitch. Butch would usually do a pitch of the script, let everyone know what's coming down the pipeline. That, so the prop artists get ready for this, character designers get ready for this, background layout artists get ready, start thinking about this. And then we'd have the storyboard pitch meetings when the storyboards were done, and they'd do a pitch for that. And again, it was engaging, it was fun. And the kitchen was fun at Nickelodeon. It was like the center gallery place where everyone would go and just have their coffee and take your breaks. And they would give free lunches in the beginning. They stopped doing that on like Fridays. There'd be like free Friday lunches. That was fun. It was a good time. Fun memories for sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a blast. So you got the fun Nickelodeon now. Yes. And now it's much more. I mean, I guess it's kind of understandable the way the industry's changing, just because, not only is like streaming making everything so much more accessible, so there's like everything's a competition in a way, but like animation itself is becoming a much more vastly respected medium outside of like a theatrical sense. Like with Danny Phantom, I feel like is a perfect example. Like it was on Nickelodeon, it was a kid's show and everything, but I feel like there's a solid difference between for kids and then family friendly. And I feel like the family-friendly nature of Danny Phantom makes it enjoyable for anybody of any age, and a lot of media is becoming that way now. So, like, it's a wider audience. Everyone's trying to become the next big show and whatnot. Or they could just reboot Danny Phantom,
Why not?
Would you go back if they put that show back into production?
Yeah, absolutely. I would. If they wanted me to, I'd hope that they'd just let me work. I've been working in my studio here for the last 14, 15 years, so even when I was working on all these shows, designing, I was just working from home. So I'd hope that if that came about, that they'd just say, yeah, just work from home. I don't know that I'd want to go back into the studio environment. I like this idea of being at home. I got my stuff, I work on my own.
I feel that I work from home myself, so like with my office, I try to keep it nice. If I'm sitting here all day every day, you gotta liven it up. You gotta enjoy your environment, mix things up. If you were to go back on the show, is there anything you would want to change about it, or would you just want to jump right back and be like, all right, season 4?
I would hope that it would almost kind of be the same, I think that the problem is with some of these nostalgic shows where people feel they need to reinvent the wheel and change stuff. And I feel like, why don't do that? Maybe you go in and saying, well, Danny's older now and you're creating that, but why alter the style or why change that? I hate when they do stuff like that. Just, I think, you could just get right back into it, because that's what the people remember. That's what the fans remember. They I think that's what they were drawn to that too. There's a part of, God, I like the style, I like the look of it. And then all of a sudden they change it. And then you're just like, oh, why'd you do that? Why didn't you just keep it the way it was? So I would hope that they would just keep it the exact same.
Yeah, that probably would be for the best, because Danny Phantom is one of the shows that's like lasted in popularity all this time. So if the formula for back when it first aired, 2004, I think, if that's enough to keep the public's interest all the way up until now, maybe changing it would be for the worst. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, I would say Danny Phantom, it's always been like a special show in a sense. Like it's just got this unique vibe to it, that I feel like when you try to put a pin on it, it's difficult because it could just be seen as just, you know, another action show, another Nickelodeon show. But none of the other shows really seem to have lasted in relevancy. That's still going. You know, SpongeBob's been going like 20 years, so obviously people are talking about it. Danny Phantom ended in 2007. People are still making cosplay in 2021. What do you personally think makes Danny Phantom so iconic and memorable?
You know, I just think just the overall just look in general. I think the simplicity of it, the graphic nature of it, and I think it still just holds up today. Like that style is still extremely relevant. It doesn't feel like, you know, sometimes you can look at cartoons and you go, God, that really looks like it was a cartoon from the 80s or 90s. And it has that outdated look and outdated feel. But Danny Phantom with the sharp angles. And I think because of a lot of times the programs, you know, when you got into like Toon Boom or Flash or anything like that, and the simplicity of those programs for articulating and animating, I think helps the animators, where that's pretty much generally what people are looking for. How can we make this graphic? Like even when I'm hired still today to design shows and come up with looks, it's not like they, you know, they don't want a repeat of Danny Phantom. They don't want a repeat of Kim Possible, or Clerks, but what they're wanting is that graphic nature and style. And they go, you know, we really like the style you do. We don't want those exactly, but we want that feeling. There's got to be something there. And that's where, again, for me, the simplicity comes in. And I think that's what just makes it work. And it's easy to cosplay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, it's also just a fun art style to draw too. Like I grew up watching Danny Phantom. I was like maybe 8 or 9 when it came out, and just one of my favorite things would just be drawing his hair. It's just like it's not an alienating art style. Like you do got to get it right, but it's also it's easy to consume, it's easy to draw, you know, like it's iconic. It's great. And, you know, obviously you played a huge hand in that, and props to you for contributing to such a fantastic art style. And if people want to learn a little bit more about your intricate process, and maybe you could share some more knowledge, you have an art academy that I've been hearing about, right? You want to start talking about that a little bit?
I do. So I created a school many years ago. It's now online. It's called the Silver Drawing Academy. So you could go to silverdrawingacademy.com. And what this school is, it's a character design school. Really, I'm just teaching everything that I've learned in my over 30 years of being a character designer, and my learning, my observation, my drawings, techniques, my tips, everything, and just put it all into this school with short form videos. So there's like over 400 video lessons. And I also meet with the Academy students each week, and we draw together. They can ask me questions. So it's very engaging and active. And my goal was just to help people build up their speed, help people build up their confidence, help people build up their drawing skills, build up their portfolio, so that they can get themselves prepared and ready for the industry. You know, if this is, or if maybe they just want to do comics, they want to do their own graphic novels, maybe they want to be a storyboard artist, but they're learning all the sort of tools and tricks and tips that it takes just to kind of get you there. And my real main goal is I just want to impact people. That's where a lot of my energy and time now is spent, is just trying to help.
Recording stopped.
Help people fulfill their goals.
Sorry, did you hear that recording stop thing? Sure. All right, well, you know, it'll be recorded on YouTube, but continue, my bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of like what I had done in order, just kind of building up the school for those purposes, just for a training ground for artists, upcoming and even professionals in the industry.
Well, that's great to hear. So yeah, you heard it here, folks. You know, Steven Silver, he made it work for himself. He's trying to share all of his different tips and whatnot. I strongly recommend doing the Art Academy that he's got coming up. I'm thinking about doing it myself just because I'm very interested in hearing, you know, the more the nitty gritty. Like this interview, it was nice, but if you want to take it a step further, please check it out. And what dates is this happening? Sometime in November, right?
So the Academy is always up and going 24/7, 365 days a year, but I do have an upcoming workshop, which is going to be a 2-day workshop, character design workshop on November 13th and 14th. and people can book their ticket there. So all day long, we're going to be just working through the techniques of designing. You're going to be designing your own characters. You're going to just learn the whole production method that you go through for designing characters. As I do demos, the artists will be doing lots of drawing for themselves. And the goal is for them to walk out of these 2 days, and it's all virtual online, to be able to say, now I can design my own characters. I know what to do now. I need to design expressions. I need to design attitudes. I need to just understand what design is just in general. And that's what this is going to be, action packed, 2 full days from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at night.
That's wonderful. Yeah, so November 13th and 14th, you can do that workshop, and as he said, the Academy is always on his website. When this live stream is over, I'll be updating the description with links to both the Academy and the workshop, so you can check that out. But thank you so much for coming on, Steven. It was very insightful. I just loved having a chance to talk to you. I've been watching your work since I was young, so it's nice to hear the man who put it all together. So thank you very much. Is there anything you want to say before you sign off?
No, just listen, just to enjoy the process. Whatever you guys want to do, try not to just get too in your head about it. Just try to make the best of every day. Just know where you want to go in your life, and just know what you're trying to achieve. Keep practicing, work on many different drawing styles, and make your dreams a reality. You know, it's possible. Here I'm just a young English boy who moved to this country and never went to art school and turned it into something. So if that's what you want to do, just go for it. Don't let anyone stop you from living your dreams. That's what it's all about.
That's awesome. I just want to shout out, everyone in the chat is thanking you too for being here. They've been loving what you've been saying. We love it too. And if you've missed part of the stream, this whole stream will remain on the channel. You can watch the whole thing over and over again if you'd like to. But yeah, we're gonna start transitioning to the next segment. So thank you so much, Steven.
Thank you, guys. All the best.
Take care. Take care.
Bye.
Alrighty. So, how do you feel about that, Ryan?
I'm still in awe, in all honesty. When we do interviews and stuff, I tend to be very quiet, but that's mainly just because of like the awe and aura of being able to talk to such cool people.
Yeah. Well, let's see how much talking you'll be able to do once I make you down this ghost pepper sauce. Because it's time for ghost pepper trivia. Yes. All right. So how this is gonna work is Ash and I here each came up with 10 questions, 10 Danny Phantom questions, 3 easy, 4 medium, 3 hard. We're gonna take turns. We're gonna go back and forth. Feel free to play along at home if you'd like to, but don't. So let's say I ask Ryan a question, and if he gets it wrong, he has to eat. We both ordered this, so we made sure we had it. Some ghost pepper candy. Every wrong question is 1 piece of candy. Now, the reason we're doing that is because this was gonna be the ultimate, penalty. We were just gonna say, like, the loser has to eat the whole bag, but we actually tried it. It's not that spicy. We didn't want to, be lame about it. So we're just making it so every penalty you have to eat it. And then the ultimate loser of this trivia contest has to have a whole spoonful of ghost pepper wing sauce. So things are about to heat up in here. What do you got?
Mine's not specifically wing sauce. I think it's for barbecue, but it's labeled as it's yellow bird sauce, a ghost pepper condiment made only in Texas through HEB.
Yeah, so
Texas.
Only in Texas being the keyword, so that's why we don't have the exact same one.
Yeah,
so if it's slightly unfair, sorry. I got this.
Also, I want to state as well, my bottle is like half empty. So like even if I lose, I'm not losing that much because I like this sauce and I like spicy stuff a lot.
Yeah, so he actually just eats this.
I do. But, it's good.
Yeah, so he's pretty insane. So you know what? If you lose, you're doing 2 spoonfuls.
I have bread, so that's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't even argue with me. Okay, sweet.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So yeah, who should go first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Can we do? All right, sure. Okay, ready?
There's not much of a delay, it seems like.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait, just to check the delay, I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. After I say 1, say Baba Booey. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Yeah, no, it's like it's like perfect then.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, you're first then.
You want to do 2 out of 3?
Nah, I don't care.
Okay, I'll just take it. Okay, so question 1. It's gonna be an easy one. Oh, also, these are not multiple choice. Well, they are, but not every time. So each one of us, I'm explaining this badly. I wrote down a whole thing. I'm totally ignoring it. We have 3 lifelines to use multiple choice. So we're going to ask the questions, and Ryan has up to 3 chances. He can say, can I have multiple choice to help out?
So do you.
Yes, and so do I. So I'm going to ask you this question. You can use one of your 3 multiple choice opportunities, but you don't have to. And let's jump in with the first easy question. So question 1. Who is the first main ghost enemy that Danny met in the ghost zone?
Oh, in the ghost zone.
Yeah, in the ghost zone.
Oh, actually, no, that is easy. That's Walker.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you got it.
Cool.
You're
I remember just because that's against the rule. He just shows up as a giant face. I remember that.
Yep. There you go. 1 point.
Okay. Here's your first easy question then.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first title exclamation by Mr. Lancer? Like, what's his very
That's an
first...
easy one?
Yes, that's
What
so
do you
easy.
mean?
I'll even tell you what episode it is. Mystery Me. It's so easy.
I know which ones it's not. Cause oh man.
I have multiple choice if you want it.
It's not Moby Dick, is it?
It's not.
Alright, I got it wrong.
Sorry.
So one
Paradise Lost. Is the
Paradise
answer.
Lost. Okay.
Because
So,
he sees that all the steak is gone and he slams on the table. Paradise Lost.
y'all, let me
never
know in the
even-
chat if you think that was actually easy. Like, cause if that's your idea of an easy question, I'm screwed.
I thought it was easy.
Like,
I thought it was.
I'm trying to think of it like in a general sense, because we did rewatch a ton of these episodes.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alrighty. Yeah, a couple of people did get it. They said Paradise Lost. Other people are saying it's hard, so I guess it's split. Whatever. To Paradise Lost.
Oh, you're chewing them? God.
Yeah, man, it'll take forever to suck every single one of these.
That's
It's like
that's what makes it more difficult over time.
it's like sticking to my teeth.
Yeah, that's why you don't chew those kinds of candy.
It's not. It's not that bad. It is spicy though. Like if I eat like,
He's like,
if I eat like 5 of these in a row, that'll heat up. But right now, I'm fine.
we'll prepare for 6 then.
Question 2. Which one of the following Fenton gadgets is not a real gadget?
Okay.
The Fenton flush, the Fenton foamer, the Ecto Exodus alarm, or the Fenton boogie pack?
The Fenton flush.
Wrong.
Really? Which one was it?
It's the Fenton boogie pack. That's from Generator Rex.
Oh.
Candy
see-
time.
Okay, can I give you my explanation as to why I thought it
Yeah,
was that?
after you eat that candy.
That's fine.
Wonderful.
That's fine. I wanted candy anyway.
I get a...
Then the hatch.
Oh, wait, no, hang on. I don't get any points for that. You just don't get a point. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
All right, so talk your way out of this.
It's honestly just tastes like regular candy to me.
It's because you're insane.
but my explanation was I thought it was the jetpack he uses when he goes into space.
Oh, I don't know if that has a name. It probably has a name. Everything in Danny Phantom has a name.
Well, I'm pretty sure that is just like something he steals from like a space center or something.
Oh, wait, didn't he steal it from like Axiom Labs or something?
Something along those lines, yeah.
One of my candles went out.
Oh no.
All right, lay it on me.
Dookily dookily. Number 2. What is Paulina's last name?
Oh, here's the thing.
Hmm?
She doesn't have a last name, but the fans developed her last name being Sanchez, and then one time Butch referred to her as Paulina Sanchez, so they put it on the wiki. You trying to sneak by me, huh?
I was trying to get you with the specifics, but if that's your answer, is it?
It is.
That's correct.
It's Sanchez by retroactive continuity.
I was going specifics. That's why I was like, they never said it in the show.
No, they didn't,
but...
because it's like what happened with Side Tangent. There's a character in Ben 10 called Cooper. For years, over a decade, everyone thought his last name was Daniels because it was on the wiki. Turns out someone just put that there. That's not real.
Thank you, internet.
Yep. Question 3.
Okay.
And this is your last easy question before we move on to medium. Well, I get one more easy too. In the Ultimate Enemy, how can characters be immune to the time stream?
That's okay.
You want multiple choice?
Give me a second. I'm trying to remember the quotes because I know it's Clockwork that explains it. Into the time stream. Into the time stream.
It's a very simple answer. Trust me. You're overthinking it.
Oh, I'm stupid. It's literally just a pendant he gives him with clockwork on it.
Yeah, it's
a little clockwork badge he gives.
Do you know? I'll give it to you. But do you know what they're called?
No.
They're called time medallions. Yeah, but I'll give you that. I'll give that to you.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
I was trying to think if it was like, oh, because Danny doesn't exist in the parallel timeline, then
that was one of the false alternate. If you asked for multiple choice, I said either medallions, wristbands, or their natural ghost powers.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Your
Para
next
mí.
question. What class is Danny failing in the episode Teacher of the Year?
Oh God. Oh man, that's one of the ones I just rewatched. Oh no.
Me and you watched it together.
We did. Why don't I know this? Oh wait, no. It was some type of literature or history. Hold on. How specific do I need it?
You have to be specific. I can give you multiple choice as well.
But on easy, I don't know. You scared me with your first question. I don't know how hard these are gonna get. I'm gonna hold on to multiple choice.
I even told you I wasn't sure easiness of some of these because I know them. So to me it's like, oh yeah, no,
literature isn't a class, right?
That is a class.
I feel like it's either literature, history, or is it? It could be English. Because those are literature and English class are the same kind of, right?
Kind of.
Oh, man. It's history.
Well, your history, because that's incorrect.
What is it?
English. Mr. Lancer teaches English. I will say, though, just to be funny, if you did pick the multiple choice, one of the multiple choice I put was math, specifically because Mr. Lancer says, I hope you're not also failing math, because you're failing my
Candy.
class. Candy time.
You might actually beat me.
I might.
Yeah.
I got that stupid lore brain when it comes to
alright.
This information.
We're on medium now.
Okay. You'll 10.
Okay, so medium. Now if you get it wrong, you have to have 2.
Oh, that's what we're... Okay.
Yep. And then for hard, it's 3.
You're gonna need more candy.
Yeah, I already have a second bag ready. We bought 3 bags each.
Yeah.
Alright, so your first medium question. Who was dressed up as Nasty Nat, the Nasty Burger's mascot?
Oh
no. Is this hesitation I hear?
No. Give me a second. It's a Which time? Because there's 2 times that characters dress up as it.
Well, one of them's just an incidental, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, thank you.
A character got a job being Nasty Nat. Who was it? Don't look at the chat.
I'm not. Why would I look? I don't even have the window open.
I know, but I just noticed people are actually playing along in the chat.
Okay.
I'm also saying that now to tell myself not to do it too. So I'm actually gonna switch windows. There we go. Sorry, folks.
It's Danny, right? Danny does because of the flour sack baby thing with Valerie, or something.
Oh man, right episode, wrong character. It's Valerie.
But Danny takes over for her at one point, and that's what I was thinking of.
Well, I mean,
I know. I'm
All
explaining as to why I
two candies. Two candies, good sir. Happy Halloween.
2 candies, thank you.
Dos
I didn't buy any
manzanas.
other candy, and I'm sad.
Manzanas means apples, by the way. For all you actual Spanish speakers out there, I'm aware I'm saying 2 apples.
Mine's cherry, though.
Cherry? Yeah. I've been eating the watermelon one, and then I got blue raspberry. I do have the cherry ones here. Maybe, I don't know what I'll do with them. All right.
Yeah, chewing. Sorry, I hate chewing basically. Okay, so your first medium question.
Yep.
What is the name of the like ice yeti people that helped Danny figure out his ice powers?
Oh God, I know they're the people of the Far Frozen, but is that the name of their place, or are they really called that?
Is that your answer? I have options.
Hold on.
Or I have multiple choice.
I know.
Don't look at anything.
I'm
You have to
looking
look
at- I'm
directly
look-
at your camera.
I'm looking at my sock. Fine. Yeah, it's the Far Frozen.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Dude, I was really hoping you would go for multiple choice, because with the multiple choice, the answers were going to be the Far Frozen, the Frozen Forever, the Frostwalker, like the same thing, but kind of like
The Frost. Oh yeah.
chopped up a little bit.
Alrighty, now we're tied. Getting nervous?
Not really, but
Oh,
that's mainly because
I am.
spicy. I will admit, I'm starting to feel the candy, but
Yeah. It's only gonna get worse. All right, question number 5.
Yep.
Which enemy was Danny fighting when he unlocked the Ghost Ray?
Ooh.
You can have multiple choice.
I'm gonna go with multiple choice, just because I can't fully
Okay.
remember.
Is this your first multiple choice, right?
It is. It is.
Okay. Your options are Vlad, Desiree, Spectra, or the Lunch Lady.
It's definitely not the lunch lady, because that's episode 1. Although, actually, it could have been the lunch lady in the prison episode. Can you say the answers again?
Vlad, Desiree, Spectra, or Lunch Lady.
I want to say, and I'm probably wrong, I want to say Spectra, only because that episode is about, like, accepting yourself and self-confidence and stuff like that, and him unlocking a new power in that episode seems right.
You're wrong.
Damn.
It's Desiree.
Okay. Freaking genie in a bottle.
2 more candies, bro.
It's rich.
Eat up.
I am. Owie. Alright,
Okay.
your next one. What was the name of the amulet in parental bonding?
Oh, man.
It has a specific name.
I know.
I didn't think.
I think I'm gonna need the multiple choice.
All right.
I really don't
So-
want to, but I'll do
Your
it.
multiple choice are the Amulet of Ages, the Amulet of Ignis, and the Amulet of Aragon.
Oh man. Well, Amulet of Ages sounds like Staff of Ages from Ben 10, so that could be false. Amulet of Ignis, that's just your friend Ignis. But Aragon? That's like an actual thing. But all these sound wrong. It's probably Aragon though. Right?
Is that your answer?
No, because it might be Aegis. It's not Ignis. It's either. Oh man, I was so confident it was the last one, but Amulet of Aegis.
The one thing I will say though, Ignis's name is based off of like actual like Ignis in magic and stuff.
I'm going with
So-
Aragon.
Aragon?
Yeah.
That's correct. I hate you.
Oh man, what is this? What's happening here? Is this me taking the lead?
How dare you?
Oh wow. Oh my. Oh. Question 6. How did Valerie get her second suit?
Oh, I know this, but I'm trying to remember exactly how to word it, I think. Though, I'm not. Give me options.
She steals Fenton Tech. This is your second multiple choice,
know.
by the way.
I know. I'm gonna lose, I feel.
Vlad sends her a new one. Technus upgrades it, or she steals from Vlad.
I know Vlad sends her the first one. No, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, no, it's Technus upgrades it.
Yeah,
You can tell by the design. I don't know
It
why
is.
I picked a multiple choice.
she got it
for
from
that.
Technus.
God.
There you go. You wasted 2 of your multiple choice, and we're not even on hard yet.
See, when I'm under pressure, I'm better. So when I have no more, I'll just win.
Okay.
All right, so your next one.
I am next.
How long after Danny's accident does the show start?
Oh man, very very quick. It's like days or weeks.
I can give you multiple choice, but
No.
you need the specific.
No, I already used one of my multiple choice. Wait, is it okay? No, I probably can't ask if it's like a specific amount of time. I feel like it's vague, like a few weeks or something.
It's.
Do they say it's been 27 and a half days?
It's not a specified number, but it is a specified measurement.
I feel like it was only a few weeks. I'm not sure.
Is that your
No,
answer?
no, it's not. It's not.
Doom, 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 doom.
Doon, 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 doon. I don't know. I really think it's like 2 weeks. It's in the Lunch Lady episode that they say it, right?
Yeah, it's the first episode.
Oh, God, that's one of the only ones I didn't rewatch because I feel like I've seen it so many times. I was like, I don't want to rewatch the Lunch Lady episode again. And
I had to. I did because I felt like you were gonna be like.
I rewatched mostly. Well, I don't want to tell you actually, because then you'll know the area of questions.
Okay.
It wasn't like months, right? I feel like it was like maximum like maybe 2 or 1 months. It's not 2 weeks. Oh man.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm just gonna say, 1 month.
Is that your final answer?
No. Yes, fine. Screw it. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks, isn't it?
What's your? You just said 2 different things.
Yeah, I
What
know.
is-
A month. I'm going with a full month.
That is correct.
No, it's not. Is it really, dude?
It's 1 month.
I felt like in my gut it was like 2 weeks, but I feel like when I'm playing the episode in my head, I can hear someone saying a month.
No, it literally Danny when they're going up the stairs.
Yeah,
after his
and he was
pants
like, "It's
fall,
been a month
he's like,
since the
"It's
accident."
been a month since. the
Yes,
accident."
that's what I heard in my head, but I was like, I've been fighting that because I was like, I'm probably just making that up.
The fact that you were saying like it was like 3 or 4 weeks, I'm like, but what's another?
But
way
I
of
heard him
saying
say
that?
like it's been a month since the accident in my head, but I wasn't sure if I was just like making that up. Oh man.
You got that though. That was good.
Yeah.
Good on you.
All right. Cool. All right. Your turn, right?
No, it's your turn. I just asked you a question.
Yeah, I mean like your turn to answer.
Oh yes, sorry.
Yes, sir.
yes.
All right. Question number 7. This is your third medium. Yeah. How did Hotep Ra manipulate Tucker?
Ah,
He's the mummy guy.
I know him. He was lame as hell.
Here, I'm gonna actually drag OBS over here so I can look forward when I'm like talking to you.
No, I got you.
There, now I'm looking at you.
Repeat the question. I need to hear the exact word.
How did Hotep Ra manipulate Tucker?
It was like, are you meaning the action or like what he said he could have?
All of it. Like he did something.
Gave him a cool backpack. Did something.
You can
Oh, I'm stupid. He like tricked him into thinking he was lineage of like a pharaoh or something, right?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. That is
You know
right,
what?
right?
It's true, but he did use a magic staff. Well, like a ghost staff. He was able to like use the
that was
staff.
part of it though, I think.
Well, I mean, he pushed it by like messing with Tucker's emotions because he was like getting picked on a lot. I think he was like running for class president in the episode or something, and no one was listening to him. So he rolls up and he's like, "Hey, you're actually royalty, and you should be treated like it." But he was manipulated by the staff. Like it wasn't just the situation.
But he was saying the stuff about royalty before
Yes.
Tucker actually got his hands on the staff, right?
It was kind of like at the like
Around the same time.
yeah, it was pretty much like yeah.
How about this? Because it's technically half right, I get a point, but I still will eat a candy.
No. What? It's true.
I feel like I should get a point for that.
But it's the staff. Like, I mean, you can say whatever you want. It's the staff that actually did the hypnosis. Like Hotep Ra could have. He could have said.
Question.
I said,
Repeat
how did
your question.
Hotep Ra manipulate Tucker? It would either have been a staff, a curse, or just by his emotions. I even made that one of the options to be wrong.
That's.
You gave me the Mr. Lancer question right off the bat. This is fair.
The Lancer one was so easy.
No, dude, it's the staff. The staff, like,
Fine,
the staff's what
fine.
made it happen.
I'll eat the ghost thing. I'll eat box ghost. Look, here he is. Beware!
You gotta eat 2.
Oh yeah. This one's young blood.
Young. Oh man.
He's here. Ah!
All right.
God, I hate this. How can you chew these?
I don't know.
You're a psycho.
Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't need to do that. It's actually starting to get pretty hot. Are you feeling it a little bit? Yeah.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Kuro?
Yeah.
I am a little bit.
There. I feel like that's fair. You still lose, but I ate something too because you didn't like it. You didn't like the answer.
What if I ultimately... whatever. Okay. This is your 4th medium question.
Okay.
What is the name of Freak Show's assistant?
Oh, Tattoo Lady, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's not her name, but...
I know. I literally had her wiki page open yesterday. Like, that's her name.
Mhm.
And oh my God. I was literally... I was
I had
on
to
her
double check
page
the wiki.
specifically, and I'm already forgetting.
I had to double check her page because I knew it, but like...
It's got an A in it.
Maybe.
It's not like Maria or something. It's like... God.
Squirrel.
I don't know. I just know it has an A in it,
As many names do.
as many names do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Marie. No, it's not. It's like it sounds fancy, like Anastasia or something. It's like it's one of those kind of names. Is it Anastasia? No, it's not. It's like I don't know it. I'm just gonna say Marie because I know I'm getting it wrong. It's Marie.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, it's Marie.
Her name is Lydia.
Oh,
As a reference to Beetlejuice.
Oh. All right. Well, now I
He's
really
a very
wish I
cool
knew.
character. I wish they did more with him.
Yeah, I love the whole Hartu thing.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude. I can't believe I literally looked at her page yesterday and I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You done goofed.
It's getting real hot. I'm
A little bit, yeah.
I'm starting to sweat. It's also just hot in here.
I don't have my air conditioning
Oh
on
my goodness.
for the recording.
I have like 20 candles lit.
Oh, God. I forgot. I was like, oh, wait, those are just straight up candles. No dying.
I'm gonna drink some of this water.
Nah, that'll make it worse, dude.
But I'm
Like,
thirsty.
Spiciness spreads with water.
I
I
know.
mean, you can if you want.
I need
but
some
it's on
liquid
you.
inside of me though. Oh, my thirst has been quenched, but at what cost?
My thirst has been quenched.
Yep.
fire spreads.
All right, now we're in hard.
Okay.
And I've saved 2 of my multiple choice.
It's 3 questions for hard, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure I had the correct.
Question 1. In the Ultimate Enemy, Danny's alternate future happens because he failed a test. The CAT test, CAT. What does the CAT stand for?
You. I was hoping you were just gonna say failed a test. What was the name of the test?
The CATs. What do the CATs stand for?
Oh no. Oh, it's like
It's like what?
It's something so simple and stupid. My brain is saying career aptitude test, but I don't think that's it. CAT. Oh my god. My brain is only no, it's like it's not career aptitude. I don't think it's career aptitude. Because I don't think Danny cheating on a career aptitude test would turn him evil.
You gotta pick something.
I'm thinking. Give me a second.
I don't want to use my last multiple choice since there's
I'll
3
give
questions.
you 32 seconds.
I didn't give you a time cap on any of them. How
You
dare
counted me
you?
down on 1, but you know, I wasn't serious.
The only I wasn't serious on the countdown. the only thing I can think of is career aptitude test. Is it that?
Damn, dude, it is.
It is.
I was so happy that you were convincing yourself it wasn't that. You nailed it, and then was like, it can't be.
Why was it? Wait, why does that turn him evil? Well, no, it's the witness of his family dying that turns him evil. But
yeah,
still,
it's the career aptitude test. You had
started.
that, dude.
It's because his test said he was going to work at Nasty Burger for the rest of his life.
Yep. Now we're tied again.
Okay.
Now I'm nervous again.
All right. Here, you ready for your first hard question?
I guess.
What was the name of the pizza guy in Attack of the Killer Garage Sale? The one that goes,
Thanks, Sam.
he has a name. He's name dropped by Sam.
Is it like a real guy or like the mascot? Like, is it just like Fred?
It's just a pizza guy.
It's just some guy?
I think he goes to Casper High, so he's a reoccurring design, but it's just some guy.
But he has a name?
He has a name.
The only like
Sam
reoccurring
calls him by his name.
The only reoccurring guy I think of that's like not like Quan and Star are still kind of main characters. The only one outside of that I can think of is Mikey. But I do not remember anything about what Mikey does.
The thing that I will say, the only time he is ever name dropped is in that scene.
How's this fair?
It's a hard question.
I'm gonna ask for multiple choice and Mikey isn't even gonna be there, is he? Oh man.
He might be. I don't know. See, the reason that I am including this question and in the hard category is because I've known this since I was a kid. Because
that doesn't make it fair.
I know it's still hard to remember. Think back to the scene. He goes,
Thanks, Sam.
It's not Mikey. I'm saying
Is that
Mikey.
your answer?
It's Mikey.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
Who is it?
Nate.
Nate. You know what? That does sound. Wait, is it the Nate who works at the Nasty Burger?
I think he works in Nasty Burger later on, yeah. But he's
Oh,
a pizza guy
man!
in that episode.
Damn, no, he does show up in multiple choice. Episodes. Then you said he was only there.
No, I said he's in the show, but he's only ever name dropped. In that
Okay,
episode.
yeah, I misunderstood
Yeah.
you then. My bad. Well, I got it wrong.
That scene plays over in my head all the time just because I like his voice.
So
Thanks,
since
Sam.
I got a hard question wrong,
Tres.
three
Tres
candies.
barrels.
I'm almost done this bag. I'm gonna throw up.
Probably. I hate it. I hate the crunch.
I honestly just don't even eat candy a lot in general. So it's like, it's super spicy and it's a ton of sugary stuff.
And sugar makes spice spread too.
Oh my god, dude.
You're the one that wanted to do ghost pepper.
I did. I thought it would be entertaining. I hope you're all entertained by this.
The originally, which I can't even remember if I told you this, but I'm letting the chat know. Originally, my idea was going to be whoever won whoever lost had to like buy some kind of like Danny Phantom merch thing for the other person.
Nah.
But
People
you
want to see
wanted do
people suffer.
punishment. You wanted to do a punishment.
This
could've
is
had a
this is the ultimate
t-shirt.
entertainment, is watching others be miserable. I'm sweating, I'm on fire, and I'm afraid I'm gonna lose this contest now.
You are. And remember, we still have to draw for a little bit after
We
this.
do. We got a whole stream going on right now.
Oh yeah. Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
Oh wait, my camera's right there. Hi.
Sorry we're ignoring the chat. Well, we have to for this, but the next segment we'll be looking at the chat. Don't worry. All right,
see.
your 9th question. How did Danny gain Frostbite's trust?
Oh, it's like through trials, but do I have to have the specific name of the trial?
You know what? Yes.
Fuck you.
Yeah. See, how's it
don't
feel?
curse God. In that instance, can I get some multiple choice, please? Because I remember it's a trial. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name.
You want the multiple choices?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm concerned with the look
So
you just gave
here's
me. You didn't have multiple choice.
I
for this,
do,
did
but
you?
the thing is, like, I was trying to mess with you because it's not the trial. It doesn't even have a name. So, like, you're asking for me to list trial names, and none of these are trial names. These are, like, 4 completely different scenarios. So I'm like, I don't want to tell you because I wanted you to be wrong.
Well, now I know it's not a trial. Let me think. I'm going through the episode in my head. In his underwear in the tank. They talk for. Oh no! It's because of the prophecy, right? They have a prophecy about Danny carved into their caves.
Is that your final answer?
Sure?
Wrong. That is true, but when he initially met Frostbite, he was kind of savage, and the way that Danny got to, like, you know, connect with him, and then, yes, the prophecy and all of that, is he pulled an icicle out of him. There was an icicle stuck in him, causing Frostbite to be all...
Oh, that's...
And then Danny pulls it out of him, and then he's like, oh, thank you, lad. Hey, aren't you that ghost kid who boobity-boobity-bop?
Okay, here's my complaint with that. The way you worded the question was like they were already talking and Danny did something to earn his trust. That's literally, he sees a growling monster coming at him, pulls something out of his back, and then they start talking.
You know what? I would admit... We're back,
Okay,
folks.
what did you say, though?
When?
I heard you start saying, because of how I... And then...
Oh, I was gonna say because of how I... No, hold on. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. I would admit fault, and the question might have been worded a little weirdly, but you gave me that Lancer question that I'm still salty about.
No, you can't keep
And that
using
Nate
as
question,
an
so I'm owning
excuse.
it. I'm glad
No!
you got confused. Dude, there's
That's
no way
not
that'd be
fair.
fair. There's no way that the Nate thing is fair, dude. There's no way.
That is totally fair. He's name dropped.
I mean,
And
you
it
could
was-
just take any true
It's a
fact
hard
about Danny
question.
Phantom and be like, okay, well, like, how many stripes did background character number 4 have in the 3rd episode's 4th scene? Like,
That's fair.
that's not fair!
That is a hard... it's
If
a
I
hard
gave
question,
you
that's
something
fair.
like that, you would tell me it's fair.
Yes.
Dude,
That's why I did the Nate question.
that's not fair. Okay, fine, whatever. But anyways,
So-
you got it wrong. Eat the candy.
That's
Hey,
not
if
fair.
if you literally just said like background character stuff is fair, then this is fair. Anything's fair.
You worded the question weird.
You gave me bad questions. And my mouth is burning, so it is fueling my intensity.
There's 3 all stuck together. Sticky flame.
Suffer. Suffer.
Why are we here? Only to suffer. What's the score?
4-4.
Oh, so this last question on each end is the last one.
Yeah, one of us has to get it right in order to win, or else we tie.
What happens if we tie?
We're both doing it.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like if we tie, we don't have to.
Dude, one of us has to do it. If neither one of us does it, then I feel like this whole thing was a bust. One of us has to have some sauce, and if we tie, I feel like it's only fair if both of us have the sauce.
Fine.
Either that or I'll rock, paper, scissors it for you. How about that? If we tie, we'll rock, paper, scissors.
What if we just make a poll in the chat and they decide?
Okay, because, well, I can't read the chat right now because...
No, I'm saying like at the end.
Okay, at the end. We'll see what happens, and if we tie, you guys can vote,
Choose who to kill.
choose... Wait, they're just gonna choose who does it?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, like make them decide if we both do it or we both don't do it. Not they just pick somebody.
Make them decide who.
All
has
right,
to
well, I'm
suffer.
making both an option. Either you,
Okay,
me,
fine,
or both.
Fine.
Yeah, and
Fine.
I know everyone's gonna vote for both. So, all right, we're on a tangent. We're on a tangent. Whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Well, your turn, but my question.
Gotcha.
Your oh god, it just hit my throat. This is your second hard question.
Okay.
What episode does Skulker get his official voice change?
Oh God, it's his 3rd appearance. Is it the one? Is it the
What's the
flower
episode
sack
name,
one?
though? What's the episode name?
Oh God. Oh God.
You have multiple choice. Remember that.
Yeah, I have 2 multiple choices left. I'm gonna use them for both of them. Give me multiple choice.
All right. So your options for this are Prisoners of Love, Life Lessons, or Bitter Reunions.
It's Prisoners of Love.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're wrong. It's Life Lessons.
What?
Yep.
Ah!
Eat a candy.
I'm getting so sick of this candy.
I know. Yeah, no, like, I included this question. I almost didn't, because I felt like it might have been a production question, and we said we weren't going to do production questions. But I feel like with that, when I was a kid, I noticed the voice change immediately while watching the show.
Is it the flower sack episode though?
I believe so, yes.
All right, so I just didn't have the title right.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I specified you needed the name of the episode.
Oh man, I'm really hating this.
And you said the candy wasn't enough. Well, I said the candy wasn't enough.
Yeah, the
but
candy
I
really
was-
wasn't bad at
Yeah.
first, and now that we're eating it.
How about this? Well,
What's
no,
up?
because we both have the sauce. I was gonna say, what if we change it slightly? Of whoever loses has to eat the amount of candies you eat all at once is how many points the person won with. But I forgot we had the
sauce?
sauce.
Yeah, we
I
got
forgot
the
we had the
sauce.
sauce. Never mind then. Your turn.
Last
Well, my
question. Who is Danny fighting when he finally learns to clone himself on his own?
Oh,
See, this is fair.
That is a fair one. I hate you for it, but that's a fair one because I remember him trying it a couple times. I feel like this is overly simple. Part of me wants to say Vlad, but I don't think it's Vlad. Do I have any multiple choice left?
I think you got one, and this is your last
I'm
question.
gonna use it. I'm gonna use it then.
Vlad, Walker, the Dark Spirits, Vortex, or Undergrowth?
Wait, how many answers was that? Wait, one more time.
I gave you
Reroll.
5. I thought it.
That makes it so much more difficult. You're supposed to give me like 3 or 4.
Oh, I gave just random amounts for each. Some of them had 3, some had 4. This one's got 5.
You ever go on Who Wants to Be a Billionaire and there's like just 15 boxes for the answers? Like, come on. Okay, say them again, please.
Vlad, Walker, the Dark Spirits, Vortex, Undergrowth.
It's not Undergrowth. Undergrowth is when he unlocks his ice powers. Vortex? No. No, maybe. No. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. If I lose the we're still tied right now?
Yes. If you lose this, we're tied. If you win this, I have to win the next one to tie again, or else you win the game.
I really wish that I put the Mr. Lancer one as my last question.
You can win
man.
this game right now.
I know that. I'm trying to think. God. I don't even remember a thing called the Dark Spirits. Or whatever. What was it you said? Dark Spiriters or something?
The Dark Spirits.
I don't even remember what that is. Vortex. Say all of them again except for the fucking not just say them all again. I'm sorry.
Vlad, Walker, the Dark Spirits, Vortex, Undergrowth.
Oh, wait. When he is able to actually do it correctly, right?
Yes.
Not just the first time he tries.
Yes.
It's going to be Walker because they have that thing of like multiple possessed people flying through the building and stuff, and he duplicates himself and fights all of them, right? Am I remembering that wrong?
It was Vortex.
It's
The Dark
Why?
Spirits isn't even real, dude. I made that shit up.
that's why I was like, I never.
I was
heard
hoping
of
you'd
that.
choose it because it's a plural, so it's like, oh, maybe he had to clone himself to fight this army.
God, so like,
3 candies.
why does he need clones? Why? does
I
he need
also
clones?
thought you would have said the Ghost King because he does it wearing the suit, but that doesn't count because he wore the suit.
that wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
That's 2, and I need to grab a third one. I will say, I have like a little bust in my lip because I tripped and bit my lip the other day.
Oh no.
This spiciness is kind of leaking into it a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, it kind of hurts like a lot.
That's not good.
All right, so this is your last hard question.
Yep.
And honestly, I feel like I should have put this in a different.
And go ahead and
category.
read the multiple choice too because I can use it.
No,
No. All right. Then I'm
You
going to
don't get
ask
that.
for it.
that's fair. Bro. Chewing, sorry. What?
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking like, oh man, this actually kind of sucks.
It's in my nose. I might have to take the Mogwai thing off because I'm like sweating now.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of these did we not see Youngblood dressed up as? A cowboy, Santa, a pirate, an astronaut. Which one did he not dress up as?
I know for sure he was a pirate because his name's Youngblood. What was the first one?
I'm just gonna repeat all.
Cowboy? Yeah, I remember the cowboy one from the episode with Jazz, where like people couldn't see him or something. Is that one? I don't remember. I know he's been a cowboy. Now, I feel like I remember Santa maybe from the Christmas thing, but I also feel like I remember the astronaut thing. But why would he be dressed as an astronaut?
Oh.
I know. I feel like I can picture him. It's just like the Danny saying like a month ago powers. I feel like I can picture him dressed as an astronaut. I just don't know if I'm making that up. Because, like, didn't everybody wear Santa hats and stuff in the Christmas episode? You're like, I'm not telling you.
I'm not helping you at all with this.
Oh.
I don't want to lose. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't think it was going to be this close of a competition.
Santa. He's never been Santa. He wore a Santa hat, maybe. Or he didn't even do that. I don't remember.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No. But I'm saying it.
That is correct. He wears a Santa hat, and I thought that's what.
No way, dude! Oh, I am so precise.
The astronaut, I could be wrong, but that's in Phantom Planet, I believe.
Why,
Which is
though?
ironic.
Why was he dressed?
He's literally just flying past Youngblood, like loading himself into a slingshot and gonna shoot himself into space or something stupid like that.
He's a ghost.
He's a kid. Why did he dress as a pirate and a cowboy? Like he's just having fun.
All right. Okay, you're right. You're right. Anyways, I do believe that you have to do a whole spoonful.
Wait, no, wait, aren't we tied?
No, I
tied
got
still?
5 points now.
Oh no, you did get it.
But you know what? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
What?
I was always planning on doing it no matter what. I knew if I won, I was gonna do it anyways.
You masochist.
So you're not gonna have to do it alone. It's gonna suck, and I'll be right there with you.
I'm grabbing my bread because right now my mouth is like 20 times hotter than I thought it was going to be. And this is going to hurt because I've just straight up dripped this into my mouth before, and it does hurt a lot.
Yeah, I do have some chocolate milk to like help counter this. But yeah, dude, I was always gonna do it. Honestly, I was like, man, if I win and I'm watching him suffering, I'm gonna feel so bad. I might as well just suffer with you.
Okay. This is gonna suck so much.
Filling in the spoon.
You gotta show me your spoonful too, so I know we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Open your mouth, let me see. Swallow.
Level out, level out. Oh god, don't drip, please.
Okay.
Okay. Spoon.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's right above my tablet.
Yeah.
Here's a whole spoonful
Don't get it on your hands.
of ghost pepper wing sauce.
Jeez.
This is for you, Phantom fans. Let's go ghost again.
By eating this sauce and dying.
Go for it. Nothing happened at first, and I was like, wow, this is... Okay. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I need shit.
Air in, no air out. Air in, only
It's
no
fine.
air out.
It's not even spicy.
Shut up.
It's cool.
I have to take off my mouth.
It's cool.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I gotta... Oh my god!
It's stuck to my head. Wait,
It's so hot.
wait.
Oh my...
40-year-old latex might be stuck to my head.
You know what makes it worse is eating all that ghost pepper candy first.
You're already going to milk?
Yeah!
You.
What? Okay, fine. You want me to do it again?
No. What? No. I will say though, I have a seafood plate here that I forgot my dad.
Nice. The milk barely helped, honestly. Now, I've had a real ghost pepper before, and that burned me for hours. Like, straight hours. This, it definitely tastes like it. I don't think it's gonna hurt as much, but this sucks. I won and I did it. Oh, wow. Now I just feel sick, honestly, with all that candy and spice in my stomach.
Dude, after I eat like the pound of
Oh,
Reese's
I feel.
that I plan on buying,
I do not feel good, honestly.
I don't either. Let's do some dumb doodles.
Okay, yeah. Now it's time for.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's literally, it's not even the spice anymore. It's just like eating all that candy and sauce. It's not sitting right in my stomach. I'm not a sweets person.
You want to know the stupidest thing
Yeah.
about that? I'm probably still gonna put some more ghost pepper on the seafood I have.
You're freaking nuts. Enjoy yourself, Ryan.
I like.
All right, so now we're just gonna do some dumb doodles. On our second channel, The Rust Bucket, every Monday, Ash hosts a series we call Dumb Doodles. And I appear on it every now and then. It's pretty simple. There's a weekly theme. We get suggestions in the chat, and we draw some stuff. So we're just gonna do that for a little bit while we unwind. So feel free to suggest Danny Phantom themed things, though, por favor. I'm actually gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. You draw something. Have fun.
Well, I needed to as well.
You need to as well. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute break. We're gonna try to be as fast as we can. We'll be right back. We love y'all. Please don't leave. Okay, I'm back. What's up, folks? How's everyone doing? It's time for some dumb doodles. So yeah, go ahead and suggest some things in the chat. We're gonna draw some fun Danny Phantom stuff for a little bit. And then we will continue on to the motion comic cast reveals and then end things off with the fan art contest winners. Oh, Lord Almighty. I do not feel good. Draw pile's actually set up pretty weird for me right now. I don't know where I can select my colors. Can I, like, reset to a saved layout? Well, right now I only have a red pen. So, let's... Mushroom Ghost. That sounds fun. I'll draw a nice little mushroom ghost. I hope Ash is okay. So, I hope everyone's enjoying the stream too. It was really nice having Steven Silver on, and this contest was fun.
Hello, I'm returned.
Kind of want like a bigger mushroom head. Some mushrooms are like gigantic.
Rob.
What's up? Hello?
My tummy hurts.
Dude, mine too. I was just thinking that. I was like, damn, we really have to be here for like another hour.
I'm downing an ice cream cone because it's the only dairy I have in my house.
Oh, you eat that ice cream.
Mm-hmm. I'm mad that I lost by 1 point. If anything, I wish I lost by more.
Yeah?
Yeah. It just because of how close it was.
I'm drawing a mushroom ghost, and it's really hard because I'm trying to concentrate on not having intense stomach pain right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the stomach cramps is worse than the actual spice.
Halloween. You know why that is, right?
No. Tell me.
The thing in peppers that causes spiciness, capsaicin. Humans can't like actually break it down and digest it. It just works through its system, tearing it apart. Huh. We have a tweet 10, either euro or pound, or I don't remember. I'm sorry. From Dylan.
Thanks,
Says,
Dylan.
Doodle idea. Says Doodle idea. Danny Phantom. Inappropriate. Spitting fire after eating a ghost pepper, which I will draw that.
You're gonna draw that?
Mm-hmm.
I finished my little mushroom ghost. It was actually pretty simple. Maybe I'll give him some dots. All right. Oh man. Whew. So yeah, I'll take another doodle. Por favor. Are you drawing on draw pile right now?
No, I'm eating an ice cream.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm
like,
jumping on right now.
Okay. Do a quick line. I actually don't know if you're in here or not. Do you see my mushroom?
I don't.
Then I am in the wrong session. 'Twas I.
All along. I think you might actually be, because I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong session. Hold on. Wait, do you not have the thing anymore? Hold on, I'll just invite you to mine.
Okay.
It's the same credentials as the one you made.
Okay.
There we go. Alrighty. Danny Phantom battling Shigo. That kind of inspires me to want to draw Shigo as a ghost. Maybe I'll do that.
She goes.
Yeah, She-Ghost. She-Ghost. There we go. The She-Ghost. Are you in here now?
I'm trying to find it still.
I'm trying to figure out how to change the color of my brush. This layout is... Oh, it's right here. Alrighty. I'm actually gonna do some...
Could not connect. Host not found. What? Drop pile. Why are you doing this right now?
Something has to go wrong.
Are you?
You know how it is.
Yeah. It's usually how it goes.
So did anybody get all of those, by the way? In the trivia. Did anybody get all these questions right?
Don't lie to us, everybody. We'll know if you're lying. Why is it not letting me join?
Is it not letting you join, or you just can't find my room?
It's... Give me a second. Trying to... I might just be messing up due to hysteria of Pepper.
Pepper hysteria.
It's
That's how
sweeping
it
the
be.
nation. Pepper hysteria. Oh, okay. I think I might have. No, it's not. What? Why? Where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry. You said it's the exact same credentials?
Yeah, the same ones you did.
It is not popping up for me. Did you start it on the
Here, you make one and I'll join it.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish up this Shigo real quick though. DM me the stuff to get in. Do something different because I made one and like, yeah.
Okay, so it's the exact same thing, but the similar sounding words are switched.
Okay. I'll join that in a sec.
Yep.
Are you gonna start drawing that ghost pepper thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, what was your favorite episode you rewatched when putting together the stuff?
Admittedly, I only got to rewatch like maybe 8 episodes.
Still a good amount.
Probably Teacher of the Year. I love Technus and Mr. Lancer.
That was the Doom one, right?
Yes, the Doom knockoff.
Yeah.
Doomed.
That was a pretty good one.
Mm.
I liked Freak Show's first episode a lot more than I remembered it. Like, I remember when I was younger, that was one of my least favorite ones when it came on. And when I rewatched it, I was like, hey, you know what? This is actually a pretty good one. Funny how opinions change like that. Were there any that caught you by surprise?
What do you mean by like questions wise?
No, episodes. Just like rewatching and be like, I don't remember this, or like, this was very different than I remember, or whatever.
Not really in that regard. If anything, I was surprised more so at how much I like enjoyed it still. Like, I rewatched Mystery Meat. I've seen that episode so many times, but like, I was like laughing at things that were in the episode and everything. Like, I was honestly surprised at how much I still enjoyed it. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, man, I still genuinely like this show, like after all this time. I'm just about done my She Ghost. Yeah, these are just quick doodles. If you haven't seen our Dumb Doodles show before, we just doodle for a bit. You know, we're just trying to come down from the ghost pepper madness.
Everyone, look out! He's got the ghost pepper madness.
Ghost pepper madness. All right, now I'll try to join your session. I don't know how to join a session. Oh, hang on, I'm figuring it out. Oh, I'm in.
Hey, what up,
Hey,
yo?
now I just need to change which draw pile I'm sharing.
Of course.
I'm doing that right now. Here we go. There's the flamin' pepper. We got another chat. Oh, I missed it. Let me go up and try to find it of someone donating, wanting something. Thank you, Kenham. He wants Danny dressed as a cowboy. This is for you, Red Manta. Cowboy Danny. That should be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like in that Attack of the Killer Garage sale when Technus is changing, using the remote to change him.
Yep. Cowboy Danny. I'll put him right next to your screaming Danny. He'll be like, whoa there, partner. You better slow down.
Partner, that ain't spicy.
You got a favorite Danny Phantom villain?
Come on.
Is it Box Ghost, really?
Come on.
It's really the Box Ghost? What else would I have expected?
Technus, probably.
Yeah, Technus would make more sense.
No, Box Ghost I like just because you know me, I love the goofy reoccurring characters. They're always hilarious to me. Plus the fact like they even like tried to give him an episode where he becomes like actually evil and threatening and everything. Like I thought that was hilarious. What about you?
Well, Vlad, but like I feel like I want to choose someone different than Vlad just because Vlad's a no-brainer. Alright, now I got my Danny. How do they draw cowboy hats? I'm just gonna wing it.
How does anyone draw cowboy hats?
Is this a cowboy hat? Yeah,
Sure.
kinda.
More like an Indiana Jones hat.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the... There we go. We got Danny. 2 Dannys. Dos Daniel. Indeed.
Glad speaking Spanish.
So how's everyone enjoying the Fancast so far? Now that we're reading the chat, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
Rook Blanco says, yeehaw.
Yeehaw to you too, Rook Blanco.
When I grow up, I want to be a ghost. Well, yeah, everyone has that chance.
Ash, love the Topher plushie.
Thank you. I pre-ordered it, so I got the holo card with it.
A lot of good responses in the chat from the cast. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have a pretty good turnout. We got a good viewership here. We had a nice little fun contest. We had a great interview with Steven. Now we're just doing some Wild West doodles.
How everybody is Daniel Phantom.
I'm so spoiled by drawing with in Photoshop. What is it? The smoothness?
Oh, anti-aliasing or whatever.
No, the smooth. Well, I don't know what it does. The thing that drags the cursor ever so slightly behind when you're drawing.
Oh, see, I've never actually had that, so I don't know.
Oh, it makes doing things like circles and stuff so much easier. I'm actually so used to it now. I feel like I can't even draw a circle anymore. There we go. Cowboy Danny. Yeehaw, everybody. Thank you, Jonathan Johnson. Danny with Big Chill Wings. Big Chill is a character from Ben 10 for those of you who might not have known that. I would love to do that. Big Phantom.
Big Phantom. Rob,
What's up?
tell me why.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why you love Amorpho so much.
A Morpho?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's just neat. I like shapeshifters. And his voice is pretty great. I like his outfit, his style. He's not bad. Why, did I hate him earlier or something?
No, I'm making a joke because when we were talking about the trivia thing, and I hit you with what was the name of the shapeshifter in the show, you're just like, I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, well now that I've rewatched the episode, because I did
No,
I did rewatch that one. He's got the cane and all of that.
Mm-hmm. And he talks somewhat like this.
Yes. He sounds like he's voiced by the same person who does Mr. Lancer, but he's not, surprisingly.
I don't know. It doesn't sound a lot like Ron Perlman to me. I don't. If anything, I would have thought it was. Oh, what's his name? I'm gonna sound stupid because I'm blanking now. I can't remember it. Never mind. My point is gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, hi Bruce.
Bruschetti.
Bruschetti.
Bruschetti the Machete.
Bruschetti, the kitty. We got a donation, $5 from Dylan. Thank you very much, Dylan. From the Patreon Chapter 11 read-along group, we are having a great time. Thank you very much.
Hey.
I'm glad you're having a good time. We're having a good time now that the stomach pain has passed.
Oh, it's still here for me.
Yeah, well, it's lower for me. I'm just saying it's passed so that I can convince myself it doesn't hurt anymore. But it is better, though. It's like maybe like only a third as strong as it was like 10 minutes ago. But anyways, he's got an idea. Draw Kevin's car as a ghost?
Oh gosh, vehicles.
How would that even work? I'm thinking about it. Kevin's car as a ghost? Would it be like half car with like a little ghost tail?
It's just like the hood.
Yeah. Or
It's
like,
a
you know,
singular tire.
like ecto energy has like caused like inanimate objects to come to life multiple times. Maybe it would gain sentience and get some eyes. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. After I'm done this Danny.
Well, here's Danny with the ghost pepper. Here you go. Yeah. $2 from Kenem. Thank you, Kenem. I don't watch Danny Phantom, but draw Danny as a goth.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me Goth Danny.
Goth Danny. Him being with Sam, that probably would have happened at some point.
Goth Danny.
Go Goth Danny. He's a Goth Danny. He wears the spikes and eyeliner. I don't know. So, Goth
He does the
Danny.
thing with the stuff in the place, and he's Goth Danny.
Actually, if I were to label any Danny in the show as Goth Danny, it would be whenever he's being possessed by, he is like mind controlled by Freak Show, like the red-eyed Danny.
Oh yes,
I like that one.
that's Grim Reaper Danny.
Yeah, he's very edgy. He's cool.
Well, technically everyone's edgy in Danny Phantom, because they have a very sharp art style.
That's fair.
Yes, sir. There's a nice little doodle. Little winged Danny.
He's like, I don't have a ghost tail. I have wings.
Yeah.
When I grow up,
All right, I'll do the ghost car and then one more. We don't want to make this segment too long because this is just to unwind from the ghost pepperness. Don't worry, y'all. I know a lot of people are hyped for those motion comic cast reveals, and they're coming. They're coming. I need to Google what Kevin's car looks like. Kevin's car.
It looks like a car.
I had a clear idea for this in my head, and
gone.
it's not happening. So now I'm just going with whatever.
Go on, Ghost. Now, what I'm drawing could either be Goth Danny or Ska Danny. I'm giving him like the checkered pattern stuff.
I'm having trouble with this Kevin car. I'm not a vehicle person. Should I try giving it a little more, or should I just move on?
I'd say give it a try. I think it doesn't look that bad.
All right, I'll try to salvage it.
Ooh, $2 from Isaac Smith. Thank you, Isaac. He says, "Is Dark Danny in your 5 Years Later comic?" Well, you'll have to read it to find out. It is linked in the description down below. We have a new chapter coming out in just a bit.
Yep. After this stream, it will be out shortly after. Not like the minute after. I want to be very clear on that. It's not like the stream is going to end and the chapter will be live. We do got to, like, you know, put it on the website and everything and then publish it. So I'd say maybe an hour after. But yeah, everybody's in it. Box Ghost is in it. Dark Danny's in it.
You're not supposed to tell them about the Box Ghost. How are they gonna beware?
Beware. Oh no.
It turns out that all along, Box Ghost was actually divinity from the far, far future after he's evolved a million more times.
Yep.
Ghost Freak is a Danny Phantom Ghost. That's actually a pretty interesting idea.
How would he change aesthetically?
He would look like a Morpho, but with a monocle.
A Morpho.
Blacked out.
All right. Dun dun dun. Bum 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 bum. Who's your least favorite Danny Phantom ghost?
Oh God. See, I feel like my least favorite, I probably have forgotten it because it's forgettable. Of the ones I can remember, probably Spectra.
You don't like Spectra?
I don't like her in the regard that I see her as like real life rude, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to describe it really.
The Box Ghost sucks.
Get out.
I'm kidding. No,
Leave.
I like the Box Ghost. I do. I feel like I don't have a. There's none of them I hate. Like, I would say my least favorite, maybe Youngblood. Just cause I don't know. He's all right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he's
He can be a bit
low.
annoying.
He's low on my list. Maybe I'll find one I dislike even more than him. But right now, Youngblood's coming to mind. I'm not a huge fan of Youngblood. All right, Ghost Car.
Ghost Car.
Nice. So Ash and I will take one more doodle. I'll try to pick a really neat one. Just something pretty nice. Got a lot of nice little doodles right now. Yeah, we live stream this every Monday. Dumb Doodles on our second channel, The Rust Bucket, which is linked below. And they usually go for about 2 hours or so. This is just a nice little taste of it. Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Jack Hanlon. $4.99. It's very kind of you. Let's see. There's actually a decent amount of good suggestions in the chat. I keep thinking that's what I want to go with, and then I see another. I'm like, wow, I like these. Let's see. One more nice Danny Phantom themed Dumb Doodle suggestion.
The box ghost.
The box ghost.
We need the box ghost boxing. Where I'm a second welterweight champion. What if that's the type of boxing the box ghost is about? Actual like fight boxing.
I'm gonna go with. Oh man, there's so many suggestions now rushing past. Sam Manson as Daphne Blake. We'll do that.
Okay. She's like looking down at her own outfit like
That's a pretty different suggestion.
Danny Phantom, Mystery Incorporated.
All right. All right.
Everyone having a happy Halloween so far? It's the spookiest month.
Should she have Daphne's hair or her own hair?
I feel like her own hair. There we go. We got Goth Danny.
Goth Danny. Nice.
I'll take one more.
I'm digging the necklace. Or the choker, so to speak.
Box Ghost Venomized? Oh my god.
Venomized box ghost.
Beware, we are Box Ghost.
Alright, I got the Sam down. Now I'm gonna draw Daphne's outfit. She's got this nice scarf thing. A dress.
That's not bad.
I feel like this is one I'm gonna need a little color to help bring out.
That's King of the Ghost. People get. I want to draw Box Ghost. People do Box Ghost suggestions.
Draw him down next to my Sam so that it can be in frame. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Draw the box ghost. Box it up for me, Ryan. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Box Ghost in a box. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. How about that? I'll do it as like Solid Snake, the Box Ghost.
Love it.
Just gonna be like peeking out.
Yeah, it's so hard to draw with draw pile.
Yeah, I really wish there was like other better programs that we could both draw on the same canvas.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Hey, if you could have Danny Phantom, like in its original run, crossover with any other Nickelodeon show at the time, what do you think?
Well, my second favorite Nickelodeon show behind Danny Phantom is Jimmy Neutron.
Okay.
But I mean, we saw with the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, if they did the whole art style swap thing, I don't want to see that.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, it was neat, but I mean, I don't want to see that every time for a crossover. It'd have to be something that would make sense for Danny Phantom to cross over with. Let's see.
The thought I've always had was My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's a no-brainer, actually. I was just thinking to myself, like, maybe Avatar, like, somehow the spirit world and the ghost zone are connected. And, like,
cool.
Danny gets trapped in the ghost zone, Avatar, Aang gets trapped in the spirit world, and somehow they temporarily meld, and they have to help each other get back to their real worlds. That's something, right?
Yeah, I think it would be cool to if they did it in the sense of Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, where they like switch it first and don't know what's going on. Aang just running around Amity Park, like, whoa, cars, technology, what is all this?
Oh, true, yeah.
Aang just got isekai'd.
Danny would probably be so surprised to see so many regular humans but with, like, powers. Because in his world, everybody is either a ghost or a human. And all the animals. Well, I mean, not really, because there's some freaky ghost animals that Danny has encountered.
This is essentially turned into Box Ghost, but as a snail.
As a snail.
Look at him. He's like, beware
is
my
kind of a snail.
fortress.
Do. Alright. Let's see. And now Daphne Blake colors.
Purple, lime green, orange. There's my box boy.
The box boy. Nice. I'm just about done with this Sam too, so we can wrap up the segment here and swap on over to revealing some motion comic character cast people stuff, right?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
So excited. Okay.
I'm super excited too. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't mean to make that sound sarcastic. I'm so excited. I actually am very excited.
I was sarcastic. I'm actually not excited at all. I've been dreading this.
Well, yeah. I know you were sad whenever you said we had to recast Danny as Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And Daniel Radcliffe, he wouldn't stop calling me. He was like, hey, so did you find a role for me yet in the motion comic? Can I be Danny? And I'd be like, no, Daniel. And it was that every day for 2 months. He wore me down. Alright, there's Daff. We did it.
It's Daff Daff and Box Boy.
Yes,
The
yes.
new replacement of Scooby-Doo.
So that's a nice little Dumb Doodle segment. If you're interested in seeing more of these, please check us out on our second channel down below every Monday. I'm going to switch back to having the camera on. Are you ready?
Wait.
You situated? Your pants
No.
on?
No, wait. Well, not.
You're like, I really did take them off.
I mean, it is hot.
Oh, man. Yeah, I took my cape off. I'm a little bit of a hot mess right now. All right.
Okay, we're good.
Here we go. Welcome back, folks, because you've been gone.
I had to
Awesome,
hide a plate
yes.
of
So, I'll be putting time codes in the description once this is over for all of this, so you guys can bounce around. You know, we've done the Steven Silver interview. We did the crazy Ghost Pepper trivia challenge, and both of our bodies are probably going to be messed up for the rest of the day. We had a nice little Dumb Doodles break, and now I feel like it's time to reveal some motion comic cast characters. Wouldn't that be funny? So basically, if you don't know what's going on, Ash and I at the Ink Tank, we work on this series called 5 Years Later, which has been going about 4 years now. It's a crossover continuation of both Danny Phantom and Ben 10, with some other universes thrown in. You might have heard of it by now, not to toot our own horn, but the word has gotten out around the fandoms a bit. I like to think, you know, it's relatively known whether or not you've actually read it. A lot of people are discouraged from reading it just because comics are kind of dying out. And that's a little bit unfortunate. But we're turning the whole thing into a motion comic now. I'm going to go back. I'm going to clean up all the old art, fix all the typos and whatnot, not to mention. And I know 5 years later feels like it's taken forever, but with only doing one video per week now in one episode, I have a lot more time to work on it, so hopefully we can get the ball rolling. Paxton Lee here is in the chat, which is awesome. He's actually the voice of Ben for 5 years later. And we've actually worked with him quite a bit already. We first had him in the 6th episode of And Beyond, coincidentally, the Halloween special. It seems like we're always doing Halloween stuff.
It's
he does
me.
fantastic work. I'm gonna go ahead and make him a mod on here just so I can see his name. What's up, Paxton? How do I do that? Right here.
You said that, and then immediately he said, "You should not give me mod. I should not be trusted with that much power."
Oh, well, he's a mod now. Good luck,
Dude,
Paxton.
we gave you an Omnitrix. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
So yeah, this version of 5YL, the motion comic, is going to have cleaned up art. It's going to be fully voiced with a whole professional cast of voice actors and actresses. We're going to have an original score put to it, and it's going to be pretty great. So on this stream, we're going to be revealing the Danny Phantom cast of characters. As for the other people in the 5YL universe, like, you know, Invader Zim and Ben 10 characters, we're going to hold on to those for now. Maybe we'll release those cast lists in the future, but since this is a Danny Phantom stream, we wanted to focus on the Danny Phantom cast. So this cast of characters, you may notice if you have read it, some of them haven't even appeared in the comic yet. So this is just to say, you know, the 5YL universe, we're always doing animated stuff. We got And Beyond. We might have special animations coming out. We got a lot of surprises, so we casted quite a few bit of people, and let's just get the ball rolling. So first of all, in this lovely cast, you guys might recognize him from Death Battle. Nicholas Andrew Louis is returning as the voice of Danny Phantom for our motion comic. Yeah, like I said before, he was Danny Phantom already in Death Battle, so you can hear that, the Danny Phantom versus Jake Long. We recorded with him last year for the motion comic preview. It's on our channel right now, this one here at the Ink Tank. You can hear him as 5YL Danny right now if you check that out. And we're really excited to work with him. Let's move on to the voice of Tucker Foley will be played by AJ Beckles. We've also worked with him before too. He was the voice of Rook in the 7th episode of And Beyond on Kilmus, Big Chill's home planet. He will also be voicing Tucker Foley for us and for various projects and such. And we're going to move on to the voice of Sam. Will be played by Juicy Flanagan. So this voice actress, she's incredibly talented. I couldn't have thought of somebody better to play this character. I loved how she sounded in some of the sessions already, and it's gonna be great. But she likes to keep her identity under wraps for now, so we're just saying Sam Manson's played by Juicy Flanagan. But thank you, Juicy, for being a part of this. You know who you are. So next up, we have the voice of Jack Fenton is going to be played by Jonah Scott. He really captured Jack's voice. It's so good. Like I'm very excited to be working with Jonah as well as all these people. Again, I'm very lucky we found someone who could capture Jack so well. And y'all will be able to hear him in some upcoming projects soon. And in fact, we love working with Jonah Scott so much, we also decided to throw him the role of Technus as well. So Jonah Scott will be voicing Jack Fenton and Technus in the 5YL universe now. So that's pretty great. And just a side tangent, all of these people will have wiki pages made for the 5YL wiki eventually, so we can keep up to who's voicing what on which projects. And then we're moving on to the voice of Ember will be played by Elsie Lovelock. Again, you know, all these people are great. I'm trying not to spoil too much. I really like keeping things under wraps and keeping y'all surprised when you don't see things coming. But let's just say, you know, all these people are going to be wonderful in the stuff we're working on right now. And then next up, we got the voice of Skulker will be played by Daniel Edwards. Again, you know, keeping the identity under wraps for now. Sometimes that's just how it be. But, you know, we got to respect the people's wishes, and if they're willing to work with us, but they want to keep it under wraps, that's cool with us. So thank you, Daniel Edwards, for being a part of this. Next up, we got the voice of Clockwork, who will be played by Mick Lauer. Now, when I heard his audition, again, I was mind blown. Like we have such a talented cast of people. I'm literally just repeating myself now, because I don't have much else to say. It's all positive things. It's all great things. We're happy to have you on board as the voice of Clockwork, Mick. And our final announcement is the voice of Vlad will be played by Brooke Chalmers. I'm very bad with names. I'm sorry. He really brought these sessions to life. I just want to say, like, he understands the Xander called it like the deliciousness. By the way, I'll shout him out too in a second. He has the deliciousness that Vlad needs in his voice, and very theatrical. So as we've said, this is the 5YL animated universe, pretty much, or motion comic universe, whatever you want to call it. This is our cast of people that we'll be working with for the Danny Phantom characters in the 5YL motion comic adaptation and beyond, other top secret projects. And I also want to shout out Xander Mobus and Kellen Goff for helping us put together. I should have made a title card for them, but I had to make a lot of graphics for this, and I was running out of time. Yes, they are getting paid. These are professional voice actors, so we have to pay them, which they should get paid anyways. Like, even if they do it for free, I'd want to pay them. So, yeah, this is a much bigger project that I started off thinking it would be, but we're lucky enough to be working with these people. Xander is going to be voice directing. Every time we're in a session now, Xander's there. Kellen shows up when he can too. Kellen's a busy boy. But they work great with the cast. The sessions we have wouldn't have been the same if Xander wasn't there. So sorry, Xander and Kellen Goff, that I didn't give you a graphic for when I mentioned your names, but I had to make a ton of graphics. So yeah, that's our cast. And that's it. Those are the Danny Phantom cast of characters, and you might be seeing some things very soon. You know, the motion comic may not be as far into the future as one might surmise. But with that being said, it's time to select the fan art contest winners. Yeah. Alrighty, so before this event was live, for about 2 weeks, we were having a contest on Twitter called the Phantom Fancast Fan Art Fan Contest. It was called that, I swear. And people would just make their own Ghost OC. The only rules were it had to be your own original thing. You had to make it your own. People could work together, but you'd only get one prize, and we would choose 3 winners. First place would have the choice of either getting the complete Danny Phantom series on DVD, or if you don't have a DVD player, we'll buy it for you on Amazon, and maybe I'll just give this out in a different stream. We wouldn't want to give you a prize you couldn't use, so winner, you choose either the DVD or on Amazon, or you can have a Box Ghost Boxin t-shirt, which is available in the merchandise tab on our website. It's basically the Ghostbusters logo, but with Box Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you would get a free commission from us and have your OC Ghost put in the 5-Whale Wiki. Second place gets to choose between the two that first place didn't choose, and then third place gets what's left over. So we got a decent amount of submissions. You know, I like the stuff we were seeing. In fact, we liked a lot of the stuff so much, we actually put together a little honorable mention segment. So these are people who, you know, we didn't choose you as the winners. I apologize if that bums you out a little bit, but, you know, your art is still pretty good, or your idea. It's not always about the art, by the way. I feel like we should be pretty clear in these contests, but, you know, you don't have to be a perfect artist to draw these things. Sometimes the idea is just enough, and maybe that could be a contributing factor who won or not. But you ready to start going through some of these honorable mentions, Mr. O.R. Ash?
Of course I am.
Here, I'm gonna call you and mute you on Discord and share my screen so you can see what I'm doing live.
Echo,
because there's probably a delay on the stream by a couple of seconds. You can see this?
Yes, I can.
Alright, so the first piece of art I want to shout out is just something I thought was pretty amusing. Which is, trying to get it to load. This right here. I don't know why, I just really wanted to shout this out. I was amused by it. Thank you for who drew this. Oh, actually, I saved each drawing as the person who drew it. It was Alfred Reed. Wonderful job, Alfred Reed. You drew something that I just can't stop looking at. It's amusing. We have a lot of great art here. Here is a piece by... It's gonna take a second to load all the pieces. This is by Alter. We really liked this design. Yeah, it was drawn well. It's got a nice design. If we weren't gonna choose it, we had to at least shout it out. Great job, Alter. Really like the ninja. Here we go with the next honorable mention. Right here is by Aubrey Stagner. Now, I liked this one a lot because it very much is reminiscent of the actual Danny Phantom style. She's got this magical whip. She's got the white outline that a lot of ghost characters have. So shout outs to you.
Also, awesome work on the background.
Yes, this background, this is a custom background, right? Like she drew this? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Great job. This is really great. And speaking of keeping things in style with the series, we have Awesome Alan 1's piece right here. This just looks straight out of the show. I was very impressed by looking at this. Great job, Awesome Alan 1, for this drawing. Now, I remember you really liked this one coming up, Mr. Ash, right here. This is by Beau Gill. I don't know if
I do really like this one because I love Halloween spooky vibes.
Yeah.
And this one I think is drawn super well. I like the style it's drawn in a lot.
If you got the spook, you got Ash's vote. That's pretty much how it goes.
The reason we did this on Halloween.
Yep. This is another pretty good one by Britsu.
Oh yeah.
I just really liked how this was drawn. Good color choices and whatnot. Nice little drippy background. There's a lot of lore written on here. You can check all these people out on Twitter, by the way, and see their pieces in full if you want to go show them some love. You know, all the people that took the time to enter this contest. We really appreciate you putting in effort to be a part of this event forever. We have Chaotic Spam right here.
Oh, I like this
now,
one a lot.
yeah, this I really like how this is drawn. This is very nice. Great job, Chaotic Spam. This one has some pretty interesting lore to it as well. Go on Twitter and look up Chaotic Spam and read how this little ghost guy works. And speaking of interesting designs, we also wanted to shout this one out. It's coming. By Kyle. With the brain coming out.
I like this concept a lot. It's so cool. just imagining it in the actual like art style and everything. It
Yeah.
would be that kind of like semi-gore but not gore type of look to it. I think would look.
Oh, did you
really
notice
cool.
this teeth?
Oh yeah, no, that's part of why I thought it was.
That's
really
nice. I saved it for the brain, but the teeth is pretty good too. Good job. We got another great one. This one is by Hotline from our Discord.
Cool. Hey.
Had to shout it out. Very aesthetic. Looks like some winter powers going on right here. And speaking of from our Discord, we had another frequent Discord member, Joe. He drew us this big house, the Mad Manor.
Yes.
This must have taken some time. In fact, all these seemed like they really had like the passion and effort put behind them. I don't think anyone half-assed it. Great job, everybody. Here comes another one. Now, I don't know if you pronounce this Jorge or George, but either way, here's yours. This one, just, you know, really great design. I like how the arms are in cement. Oh, wait, you know what? The wing is wrapping around the arm. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's cool. And the tongue. Tongue's got spikes on it. Probably hard to suck it back into your mouth, but, you know, they're ghosts. They don't need to worry about that shit. We got KH's entry right here. Bada bam, bada boom. This one is actually based on a type of fish. They put reference to the kind of fish they used on Twitter. So go look up KH on Twitter with Phantom Fancast, hashtag Phantom Fancast, to see all these entries and see what kind of fish this one was based on. Here's another wonderful drawing we have here by LAD Shade. Once it loads. This one.
Oh, dude, this one is really cool. I love
this
the
one
amount
is
of
great.
detail in it.
Yeah. This one, if anything, it's just a beautiful art piece. Let me zoom out a hair or so. It's getting cropped. Yeah, beautiful art piece. Had to shout it out. Looks very naturey, but also like water. So tell me how you feel about this one, Ash. Coming up, this one's by Paunch.
Dude, I thought this one was so cool. I wanted to pick it a lot because one, it's very close to the actual art style, and because like most of the ghosts we get are humans or variations, having like a giant bug monster ghost I think would have been really cool.
Mm-hmm. And
Plus
this one
just
again
super
looks
fun.
straight out of the show. I love the blue highlights, really sell it. Really blends it in. Now this one we almost put in the top 3. And I do want to vouch for how good it is.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I was fighting to put this in the top 3.
Yeah, he really fought me hard. I'm sorry that I didn't, but I'm very satisfied with the winners that we chose. But you know, this one, you were so close. It's so good. Nice job. It's by Public Menace. Public Menace did this one. We got Shakalos. This one is just another very pleasing drawing. Have to shout it out on the stream. Here it comes. Boom.
Oh yeah, I like this one too.
No, I'm very into black and blue as a color scheme. Anything with black looks great, but black and blue especially. It's just a very nice color scheme. So that's my vote. You got the spooky for Ash and black and blue for me. If it's spooky and black and blue, that might be the key. This one right here is by Spencer Chapman. We got a whole size chart and everything for how it's working. A lot of effort put into this. Got a whole creature here. What do you think?
Nah, I like this one a lot too.
Yeah.
I like that they also did include like size comparison to Danny. Like
Yeah.
made it a whole little character sheet.
Yeah, you know, without it, I probably would have thought it was smaller than him. Like it was like some type of like cat companion or whatever. So the size really helps. Now this one, you know, speaking about things looking straight out of the show, this one absolutely was straight out of the show. This is The Ghost of
Oh,
Sir
yeah.
Galad by The Ghost. Oh wait, hang on. Did I not save this by who it's from? It's by RU. I'm sorry, I saved this one as the name and not the username. I am so sorry. But this one was great. You know, I actually think I saw this in the Discord. They even used the Phantom Fancast logo. You know, you got all the points on the board. So you made it to the honorable mentions. Congratulations. And our last honorable mention was by TTOO Boa. To Boa. Of this little guy right here.
Oh yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, he actually had a really cool power. He was like, he can manifest things out of comic. No, he would like draw a comic or something, and it would predict. I don't know. We'll look it up on Twitter. But this one is by TTOOBOA. I just want to make sure y'all can find it because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it's got great lore. You know, I'm always into comic and art characters. So now it's time to announce our top 3. Are you ready? So,
I'm ready.
in 3rd place, we have this one right here by Big Boy Clay. The thing that really sold it for me was the pen cap head. Like, once you see that, you start seeing how this design comes together. It's just a very interesting design. I could definitely see this being worked into, like, the actual Danny Phantom art style. Congratulations, Big Boy Clay. For Inkspell is the ghost's name. Here, let me zoom out a little bit more, because it's a weird crop that I have. I made a really long ghost portal. So congratulations. We'll be contacting you on Twitter later on. And then in 2nd place, we have it's loading. The Illusion Weaver by Blue Star. 2nd place. This one's just self-explanatory. It's cool. I love this. Tell me about this one, Ash. What do you think of Illusion Weaver?
Dude, honestly, I could see this as like the type of villain you introduce as like Danny is just going through the ghost zone doing his own thing, and then they just attack him out of nowhere and become the central villain of the episode. Like,
Yeah.
I just like the whole, like, I don't know, the feel you get off of this character. She feels mysterious, but also like very cool and attack heavy. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe stuff sometimes, and the hot peppers hurt me right now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's still pepper time.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Pepper time all the time.
So, our winner of the Phantom Fancast 2021, who will receive whatever of the 3 prizes of their choice, is Perry15. Look at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This we had to give it to this one. This is like
so cool.
it's just perfect. I love it. You can tell it's I'm speechless, honestly. It just looks like it fits. I felt like I had a whole thing to say about it, and it just boils down to I like it. It looks great. Great design. Looks like it's out of the show. This thing would be fantastic to see Danny go head-to-head with it and fight. So congratulations, Perry15. We will be contacting you either later on today or tomorrow. We'll try to do it today. We still have to set up for the Chapter 11 release. But that's about it for the Phantom Fancast. We're back on Facecam right now, just to let you know, Ash.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for tuning in. In an hour maximum, counting down from an hour, we will, on our website, linked down below, the inktank.co, not com, .co/5 years later, the 11th chapter will drop. We're very, very, very excited about it. And shortly after that, we will have, should we say what it is? The special project, or should we keep?
I really want to.
Let's just do it.
Want to.
So
yeah.
we went ahead and produced a bunch of scenes from Chapter 11 in the motion comic style to show y'all what the motion comic's really gonna be like, and it's gonna come out either Tuesday or Wednesday. We worked with the cast already. We got the original score. We animated the whole thing in motion comic format. So once you read Chapter 11, we will be releasing a video with certain scenes fully produced in the motion comic that will hype y'all up to how it's gonna be. We're so excited for this. So yeah, we've been working on it low-key for a bit. We've been gathering actors, we've been working with them, and pretty soon, now that Chapter 11's out, you know, I can really get things going on it. So yeah, in like a maximum of an hour, maybe less, join our Discord or follow us on Twitter. Our names are right here, and we will make an announcement so you'll know the exact minute that it's out. Please let us know what you think about it. We're really excited to hear people's feedback on it. Shout outs again to Steven Silver for coming on. Shout outs to you, Mr. Ash, for coming through.
Shout out to you, man.
everything.
Doing
Thanks,
literally
man.
all of this. Come
We
on.
did it. I mean, you know, it's a team effort. Like, I can say all this, but it only really works if people cooperate. And I'm lucky enough to work with people who not only cooperate, but seem to be as passionate about these kind of things as I am. I'm truly blessed to be able to make the things that I do. And it's literally all because of the people I work with. And, of course, you guys, the ones that watch it. Because we'd be making this for nobody if we didn't have people to see it. And people seem to like the things that we do. And that means a lot when you pour your heart and soul into something. And it speaks to people in many ways, to get a little introspective. But anyways, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy Chapter 11. Enjoy your Halloween. Have a good night tonight. Don't eat too much candy, especially not ghost pepper candy.
Don't eat it.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, we're signing off now. But as always,